Live.
Okay. Hello there, everybody. So last time we left off, the gang had just received their they received their directive, and they just reconvened after Noae's departure from the group, and they are going to now start their adventure, heading southeast from Cranefish Town down to where Hakoda is going to be, so that they may save him. On the way, should you guys choose to go that route, there is the village from which Crow's family hails, Dae-hyng's family. However, there are all kinds of little villages along the way. It's mostly forest from here to there. I would say that to get to Dae-hyng's village, it will take 2 days. But between here and there, there's plenty of forest. And so, unfortunately, we are lacking Liv right now. So Tapisa, at this point, is going to be very tired. She overexerted herself in the chase to get back Noae, and so she's going to be taking a nap for most of this. On your travels,
Sleeping in our cart, or is someone carrying her on their back?
so she is probably, if she's smart, sleeping in the cart.
Oh yeah, we do have we have a I think it's a horse bear.
So
Ostrich
it's
horse.
ox horse.
Ox
It's-
horse.
And I
Okay.
believe you named him Ashes or something like that.
Yes.
Ashes. And
Yeah.
then you, Peihan, if you're awake, or when you're awake, are probably riding the ostrich horse that you have named what again?
Ember.
Ember. Ashes and Ember.
Yep.
Mhm.
But so yeah, after the first day, if you guys would like to roleplay kind of camping out in the forest for character enlightenment, you may, or we
Character
can just
enlightenment.
or character development. We can certainly do that, or we can just skip to where we're going to be going. I also leave it up to you guys to decide if you do want to go to Peihan's village or if you want to find some other way.
Dae-hyng's village.
Yeah, Peihan's village could certainly go to.
I don't think Noae has too big
too big of an opinion.
Yeah.
Of a preference.
Not at the moment, anyway.
All right. All right. So, if you do want to go there, it will take 2 days. So you'll be down to 11 days. Let me know if you would like to do anything in the meantime. You'll mostly be camping in forests and replenishing your water in freshwater streams and things like that. Thankfully, you've got a waterbender with you who can kind of take the any potentially dangerous things out of the water before you drink it.
That's not a concern.
Yeah.
Never seen that in the show.
I mean, people do like separate the water from mud. We see that happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yuka can kind of transmute the water out of things. That's
Okay.
that's a typical waterbender skill.
Awesome.
But-
I love transmuting water into things.
What was that?
I start transmuting the earth around me to water.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool.
It takes like it takes some measure of concentration, and if you're gonna do it in battle, you either have to be decently good at it, or it'll take some time. But yeah, you can you can do that.
Are you really allowing me Are you really allowing me to transmute earth to water?
I don't think he
Transmute.
means actually transmute. I think he means like diffuse.
Yeah, get it out of the earth, like provided it's in the earth, as
Oh,
opposed
okay.
to
That's not what she
doing
said.
alchemy to get carbon to like turn into hydrogen and oxygen. Yeah. But yeah. So with everybody's permission, we can skip forward a couple of days to get to Peihan's village.
Dae-hyng
Otherwise,
might paint some of the landscapes that we're going
oh,
by.
yes, there are going to be, particularly to the east, there's mountain ranges that you can see around. One of the days it rains, and you see a rainbow going over the mountain, and it's quite gorgeous. And you get some nice scenery of that while you guys are traveling on your way.
Wonderful. Oh, and I bet like in the mountain ranges we can see like the different layers of rock
Mm-hmm.
and the snow caps.
Yes, for sure. I doubt Noae gives much of a shit about that. Yuka,
About mountains.
I don't know about.
Yeah,
But
don't know.
Tapisa is probably mostly comatose. Sorry, what was that, Jordan?
I don't know how she would respond to mountains exactly, but she'd probably respond to them like, "What the fuck is that?" and just stare off the cart at them like, "What the fuck? That big rock."
You
She's
can
never
use
left
that.
Fish Channel, or probably read it in a book.
Yep.
Because most of what she reads is not that.
So this would be, I would say, fairly commonplace for Peihan if he wanted to take this moment to explain to her the dumbfoundedness of or the epicness of the mountains.
Yeah, because like back when dragons used to be flying around, like you know, like earth, there are like there are fire
Badger moles.
dragons
Yeah.
flying around in the sky, but like underneath the ground there are these giant moles called badger moles, and they're not like a small little mole. They're like they're like bigger than this ox horse by several magnitudes. And what they do is they like when they're digging around for grubs and wolf bats, they like earth bend up the mountains, and then that's why we get this stuff. And my family, we are from a mining village, so that what that means is that um the the badger moles, they don't like to uh dig around in like metal ore deposits, so they dig all around that, and then they push up a bunch of really weird looking rock formations, and then humans like us, we dig down into the ore, into the veins of of ore, and we can find metals like iron and steel.
No way. How do you react to that whole diatribe?
She stares off into space, and slowly everything is replaced by a high pitched sound that she of what she's actually hearing, and so yeah.
I associate that sound in popular fiction with a character that's just like about to explode in anger. So I wonder,
It's
is that
no, it's closer to just information shell shock. She's just not here anymore. Like she just
yeah, right?
Like Taeyang, like but when Taeyang talks and then it starts sounding like blah, 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 blah,
and then
Yep.
eventually just
blah,
because
blah, blah, blah.
streams into a single sound that she's just like staring off into space, like not hearing.
Yeah, this little child has known their entire life only a city. And so not only seeing big rock formations that she's probably only ever heard about, what's responsible for them or what lives within them are giant fucking moles that are bigger than humans. And it's all quite a bit to take in. Probably the word dragon is honestly a lot for her.
Nah, those are in Earth or Firebending books. She knows dragon.
Okay, good.
She's never seen a dragon, so she doesn't think they're real. But like,
yeah. By this point, the dragons are almost extinct. But yeah. So, as you make your way, a couple of days pass, and this is, I suppose, the last chance I'm going to give you guys to, if you like to roleplay, traveling through the forest or traveling through the mountains before we make it to Paehan's village. All right. So, anyway, Paehan, did you have a name for your village already, or should I give you one?
I thought I gave you one. Is it Mujin village? I think.
Eugen Village. I
Let me
may have
let
missed
me
it.
check our old chats.
Well, it can be Mugen Village for sure.
Yeah, Mingyan village.
Mingyun Village. Okay. I assume that is spelled Mingnuen?
I can
Or
copy and
Yuen?
paste it. I'll copy and paste it. I don't know how to pronounce it.
uh, gave
I'll
it to
put it
me, doesn't
into
know how to pronounce.
I'll put in control room.
There you go.
Mingyan village.
Mingyun Village. Okay, Mingyun Village. All right. So, did you have a picture in your mind of what this village looks like? Or would you like me to create it for you?
Oh, I think I have an image of it.
Hell yeah.
Let me find.
whenever there's an update button on Discord, I want to just press it.
Oh, I know. It's the worst thing.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 times out of 10, I only notice it because I'm in a Discord call.
Yeah, same. It's just sitting up there.
So while Crow is retrieving that,
Images.
how do Yuka and Noae sort of react to being in a place that's quite unfamiliar to them? Is Noae kind of like overloaded with information? And is Yuka how used to being in the wilderness is Yuka? First, I suppose, since I asked Jordan first. What is your character's reaction?
She's very curious. She wants to explore, see more, like so on and so forth. But I don't I think she's probably also pretty nervous about it. So right now she's just like in her head, like being like, "What's this? What's this?" And then not doing anything about it.
So I don't have the stream open. I hope that the stream can see the images that Crow has
Not yet,
given to us.
I
but
just pulled them from Genshin Impact.
yeah.
I was actually like shows
Oh
what
my
I know.
god,
I
they're
was like, oh,
gigantic.
that's straight out of Breath of the Wild. What was that? Sorry, Jordan.
Oh, it's just very big. Like I put it in the little thing I used to like show images, and it just like blotted it out and expanded it by like quite a bit.
So Yuka, how used to traveling and being in I guess not deserted, what's the word? Wilderness areas
I want a
is
computer
he?
couch.
Like a couch built in here so I can just lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen, are you there? I
I think he's cutting out. I
yeah,
didn't hear him.
I think we barely heard like oh, there was something there. Oh, hello there. I heard the
See
no.
that? Oh,
Uh so how used to being in wilderness areas is Yuka?
Probably pretty used to it.
Well, there you go. Uh
But
so
does he ever
I don't
travel for
think
fights? Oh, like on
Well-
tour for fights and stuff?
well, so what has Yuka been doing in his like traipse across the Earth Kingdom since he left the Northern Water Tribe?
I'm not sure.
Well, okay, fair enough. So, when you guys rock up, you you notice that there are big ornate front gates. You've passed by a couple of villages, and you probably even stopped to get water and food at a couple of them. But this is probably the nicest town that you've seen thus far outside of Cranefish Town. It is it's got a very ornate gate out front, and it's marked with several seals, one of which you'll notice as the family crest of Dae-hyng, that you would recognize from the base of their sword. So Dae-hyng, I have to ask.
Yeah.
Is Pei or Hun one of your surnames?
No,
Or
Dae-hyng is the first name. Choi is the last name.
Choi is the last name. Got it.
Yeah.
And that's spelled how you would expect, right?
CHOI.
CHOI. Gotcha. So, the Choi family is one of them. There are 3 in total. It is off to the side. So, yeah, it's a it's a pretty dope place. So Crow, I have to ask, since one of the reference images are it built into the mountainside over a river, how accurate is that? Or is it mostly kind of built on land, like on flat land?
I think there should be like mountains because we dig into the mountains to get the at the ore, and then there are canals running through the mountain, which is where the people get their water and like transport the ore and finished products around. I guess kind of like Omashu maybe
Gotcha.
as well. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So are there buildings like straight up built into the cliff sides?
I think that's
Um,
pretty cool.
yeah, I think that's pretty cool too. I think we're going with the rule of cool on this one. So yeah, there
Yeah, the
are a
rule of
couple of guards outside the front gates, but Peihan, I would think that they would recognize you fairly easily. I don't think that they're going to give you much guff.
If not, do I have like this, like the seal, like the how the Beifong seal has like, oh yeah, this is my. I don't need a pass. This is my identification.
So yeah, she's kind of got a passport in the show, and you can certainly have that. It would very much make sense that you do.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Uh, but yeah, you can kind of wave your way through. How long, just for flavor's sake, have you been away from this village?
Uh, maybe like I'm. Am I 14 or 15? I think I'm 15, right? And
I would have to check your character sheet.
yeah. I think I've been away for the past 3 years. Either like most of the time I was away uh in the Earth Kingdom army with my cousin who's a captain, and then uh he sent me like as the map maker or scout, but then he sent me away to Cranefish Town uh to keep me further away from like uh the front lines because he didn't want to see me like get hurt.
Gotcha.
So and then I didn't go home because
He
I don't
sent
know,
you
maybe I
on
was
like on the safest mission that he possibly could,
yeah.
specifically to keep you out of danger. And then
And
you go and join the resistance
yeah.
against the Fire Nation. Gotta love it.
Yeah, and I haven't been home since.
All right, so you have done quite a bit of growing. It's
Oh, oh yeah.
the guards don't recognize you at first. One of them, in fact, squints because he thinks he recognizes something, and then it like dawns on him. Oh yeah, Peihan, it's good to see you back. And the other guard, I don't think ever met you. So you'll have to show your passport to him, but they'll kind of they'll let you through. At least one of them is clapping you on the back, being like, "Oh, it's good to see you back. We really missed you here." Um, but yeah,
To be back.
absolutely, man. So yeah, you guys will be let through, and pretty much instantly on the other side of the gate, you'll notice that off to your right, by about 200 feet, there's a significant drop off that leads to a cliff. Well, there's a significant cliff that leads
A
to
drop
water
off.
below. A significant cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Are those words just funny together?
Yeah, a little bit to me, but I find most things funny. Like you said, three
It is.
seals, and I went to the effort of finding a picture of three seals and putting them on top of a gate.
Oh,
Seals. Now the
like
animal
sea
The
lions.
seals.
animal seals, yes.
Yeah. Just checking. Just making sure.
If you check the
But yeah.
stream, you'll see exactly what I mean. I did exactly what I said. I put three seals on the gate.
So an equivalent distance away to your left, there is another cliff that's much higher. On the top of it, you see some snow caps leading toward the mountain that this mining town digs into for its livelihood. But you could see that the place is it's decorated for doing well. But what you'll notice, Peihan, is that it's the middle of the day on a work day, and there are like a lot of people around. And a lot of them, they look like they are blue collar people, like they work the mines. it might tickle the back of your brain that this is an odd occurrence, considering this is prime mining time. But yeah, you can pay attention to that as much as you'd like. Yeah, so
Like I see
your
people at the cantinas instead of like
yeah, they will be all around.
like
So
usually they would be empty because the people are in the mines all day.
mhm. So to further build upon this, both to your right and to your left, in the relatively skinny, walkable stretch, there are shops, there's cantinas, there are homes. It's not as big as Cranefish Town, but it's still quite impressive, especially considering the villages that you passed by on your way here. I will straight up say, Peihan, you know where your family estate is. It's on the far side of town, furthest from the gate. But you know exactly where it is, and you can go there at any point.
Yeah, it's got like a big it's like I guess it would be on the hill, and it has a big furnace, so that's where we make the swords.
Mm-hmm. You could probably even see there are probably a few smokestacks, considering that this is a mining town. And you need to make tools for mining and stuff in addition to your swords. But
Yeah, like pickaxes, things like that, shovels.
I imagine that you in
Shovel axes.
particular, shovel axes, don't those exist? Is there some kind of form of that? I feel like there
Shovel
is.
axe? I don't know. I'll look it up. Add it to the stream if it exists.
Have Shovel Knight on the stream.
But yeah, I think that you can probably pick out the exact smokestack that is your family's.
The tactical shovel axe.
Tactical shovel axe for all of your shovel axing needs.
It
You need to
exists.
bury and dismember a body? Shovel axe.
Good news. Sorry, wait. I mean, the news is it exists.
Cool.
Sure is.
And also around the village there's lots of persimmon lychee trees.
Oh.
And because we have to grow them for the wood fires as well for the furnaces. And you can smell like the fruit is very fragrant.
Aw.
Yeah.
There's a delectable smell in the air.
Mhm.
It might be making some of you hungry, at least for your latest meal.
Yeah. The
Um,
persimmon lychee is my family crest.
Nice. So yeah, you know that you can either pay for supplies around here or you can get supplies for free from your family. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys what you
Probably not
you
for
wanna
free,
do.
maybe like subsidized.
Maybe
we are businessmen.
is your family some of those people who would like give you help, but it'll cost you at least socially? Like,
Yeah.
well, you guys have got to do some chores for us, or it's coming out of your inheritance or something like that.
Like, oh, I'll put it on the tab or something.
Yeah, right. Your parents are keeping score.
I'm gonna tell your mom.
So, how many siblings, just so I know, does Peihan have?
Four? No, four is a unlucky number.
Well,
5.
5. There you go. They wouldn't have stopped at 4. No.
Oh yeah. Oh, if I had 4 siblings, then I would be number 5.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there are 5 of you, and I assume quite a few cousins.
Yeah.
It's a typical rich Earth Kingdom family. Honestly, there are quite a few families in the Earth Kingdom that are quite large.
So clumsy, chamomile.
A cat clumsy?
Yeah.
This is not allowed.
Yeah.
I think your cat is broken.
No, she's always been
Right?
clumsy. She had an infection when she was young, so she's a little bit clumsy.
Oh, is this Camo?
Yeah, this is Camo. She's the gray one.
But yeah, so what you see around you is a whole bunch of people milling about. The cantinas are open and they're more patronized than normal. There are shops hither and thither, but the town is very much alive, and you can feel it. Peihan might take it upon themselves to lead, but yeah, it's up to you guys what you would like to do from here.
Mm,
Oh, I remember there's like this great pork bun place that we can go to. They have the best rice balls too. Shall I lead the way?
uh, Noae's head just slowly rises out of the cart and stares. Yes.
Listen, the thought of pastry, I imagine,
Hmm.
is an inviting one.
Yeah, I have a cat headbutting me right now for some reason. I don't know what she wants.
She wants cuddles.
Maybe. Or she wants food, and she's trying to suck up for it, but she has food. At least she should have food. Let me go check.
She's got dry food though. It's not wet food.
No, it's wet food. She can't have.
Oh well, then
She can't
never
have dry
mind.
food because she had to have a tooth taken out.
Oh,
So dry food can get
Okay.
stuck in her gap, and
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, well, not for her. She probably enjoys that.
It's like when you're sick when you're a kid and you get to not go to school.
Yeah.
But yeah, so without further ado, if there are no objections, Peihan will lead you to the steamed bun place, the pork bun place.
Are
Now,
there
what
are
are
there just normal pigs, or it would be like sheep pigs or goat pigs?
I want to say there is a type of pig. I think it's like a chicken pig.
Oh yeah. So what kind of meat is that?
Oh yeah, there's even like cow pigs.
Yeah,
There are many different types of pigs. There's like a deer pig. Huh.
that's so cute.
So, why don't we imagine it's a
So I guess
chicken?
it's a medley pig.
Yeah,
Found
it's a
the
medley
problem.
pig. What was that?
Found the problem with my kitty.
What happened?
She didn't want to go and eat her food because the other cat that she's afraid of was hanging around near it.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I moved her food to a different room, and hopefully that fixes her problem. So what I miss?
So, according, not much. We're just going to be heading toward the to the pork bun place, and then we were like conversing about the number of different pigs that are in the Avatar world. According to the wiki, there's a bull pig, deer
like
pig,
pork medley bun.
cow pig. Well, it's for the sake of this, it's a pickin because I like that word. It's a pig chicken.
It's
a pickin'.
picking.
It's a pickin. So you got pork chicken buns.
Nice. That
on
does
offer.
sound pretty good. Does it taste like pork or chicken?
Yes.
Both. Yeah.
Tastes like both, yeah.
It tastes like bacon.
Well, I mean, there's also that stereotype, like, oh, I had some gator or something, like some exotic animal, and it tasted like chicken. So maybe it tastes a little bit more like chicken than pork. But in any case, it's some hybrid of the two that the maybe Noae would be unused to,
I got nugget.
but it would certainly be a familiar taste to Peihan.
Coffee nuggets. So
Yuka.
Yeah, and there's also spicy dipping sauce that's made from
Just my
persimmon.
salad.
Yuka is likely used to like various sea creatures, so he's probably still getting used to Earth Kingdom food.
Want me to?
I think there are some
Sure.
Fire
Yeah.
Nation snacks like fire flakes and stuff, because this place was also colonized by the Fire Nation.
Oh, so are there Fire Nation around?
I think we would see like some Fire Nation banners
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
because the Fire Nation
Just feel bad.
like took over and has
Yeah.
now dominated the ironworks here, I think.
Yay.
Yeah,
Ah,
and that's
so
why
yeah.
I don't like them. One of the reasons why I don't like them.
Yeah, so it's likely that whoever is running the town is working with the Fire Nation to try and keep things friendly around the place. But the Fire Nation very much believe that they're in control of this place.
It once again looks exactly the same as every other town to Noae.
Pretty much, yeah.
2 for 2.
To Noae. This is it's a very beautiful place, but it's only kept beautiful by cooperation. It's a
In quotes.
it's a
It might
Yeah,
it might be
in
more
quotes.
tense than
Yeah.
I remember as well, because now is the war like getting even more more aggressive the closer
war at
it
this
is to
point,
Sosin's comic?
It's probably
there are
less aggressive.
skirmishes that like kind of push and pull as far as things go. Sozin's Comet was kind of a surprise to everybody that Ozai wanted to like completely wipe out the Earth Kingdom. But yeah, things are getting a little bit more tense as time goes on, especially in this place with the Fire Nation being around.
Mm.
But yeah, so you guys rock up to the place. It is there almost exactly as you remember it 3 or 4 years later. The same guy is running it. His name is Wen.
Who?
Wen, like Wen, Wen.
I was gonna do
The
it.
pork medley bun.
The pork medley guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do.
Pork medley
I
restaurant.
was gonna do a who's on first bit, but that didn't work.
See, I'm too busy GMing to recognize jokes.
You're too busy to recognize jokes. Then what's the point?
I'll get better at it. Trust. I'll like just keep hitting me with jokes. I'll be able to recognize them.
One day.
Don't worry. One day.
You're like an AI being fed images bit by
Yeah,
bit,
right.
and one day you'll be able to recognize what's on them.
What is humor?
Hi, Oliver.
Aw, Oliver.
Yeah, the orange
What a
cat
name.
is here, and he is.
Did you say he's an orange cat?
He's an orange tabby.
Is it true in his case that like all orange cats share one brain cell between them?
No, he's really clever, and
Good.
so he right now he's trying to subtly steal my potato, and it's not gonna work. But like, he's doing. He's being very sweet about it. Like he just jumped up on the back of my chair, then put a single paw on my shoulder, kind of like, which was very cute. And now he's sitting on my shoulder, and so he's staring at it, getting ever closer in varying ways.
Can he eat the potato?
No, he should.
I was gonna say, do cats eat potatoes?
Cats shouldn't eat potato. No, they're obligate carnivores. They should only eat like meat and meat products. So
Oh, you are breathing into your mic again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
giving it CPR.
Yep.
It will live again.
My mic is dying.
No.
I am CPR certified.
Nice.
Oh, me too.
Please don't do anything crazy in front of me.
I don't know if you're gonna travel the internet to save us if we start choking. If that's what you're suggesting, I don't know if you can do that. Is that part of CPR training?
Can you call like somebody's local 911? I feel like you have to call 911 and then they'll
Yeah.
reroute
Yeah.
to somebody. Yeah. Is it 911 by the way in Canada, or is it 999 like it is in a lot of
It's
European countries?
991. It's 911 in Canada. Yeah.
Oh, well there you go.
What's funny is like I learned that it's not 911 in the Philippines,
What
and
is it?
it's not 999 or
Huh.
111 either. It's like 483-2567 and then 7555, and it's the 10.
That's fucked
It's
up.
like, you know how like most places they'll call 911 and then it'll redirect to the local one
Yeah.
anyway, or it's like 999, like 3 digits only. No, it's like 10 digits in the Philippines.
That's awful. I
Yeah,
pity
fucking
anybody who needs to get in touch with who like has a medical emergency or something. Anyway, as
Oh yeah,
you
we
rock,
got distracted, yeah.
you're good. Anyway, as you rock up to the place, you see this guy. He's a big guy. He's wearing green. He's got like a green shirt and an apron on top of it. It's covered in grease. The guy is he's fairly tall, but he's also very rotund. He very much enjoys. He has the look of somebody who very much enjoys cooking and making his own food, getting high on his own supply, as it were.
You should if you're a chef. You should have.
Absolutely. Um, but yeah, so he does very much the same thing that one guard at the front does. He'll squint at you and your entourage, but he'll look at you, Peihan, and then his eyes will widen in joyous surprise at your presence. Peihan! Oh my god, you've grown up. He's he's got like a bar in front of him. This is an establishment. It's a building. You walk into it, there are tables and everything. He'll come out from behind the bar, which you've seen him do maybe twice in your life. And he'll come and like he'll run to you and give you a big old bear hug.
Uncle Wen!
Uncle Wen. Oh man. Oh, it's been so long. Oh, you grew up, and he's gonna give you not like a noogie, but one of those big rough head rubs. Uh last time I saw you, you were, and then he'll measure the ground about like half of your current height. Where have you been? Oh, it's good to see you around, being safe and everything.
Oh yeah, I followed cousin Chang to all around the Earth Kingdom, you know.
Oh, I hope he's not getting you into too much trouble.
Pyong looks around in case there's any like Fire Nation people. As like
There are a couple of off-duty guards, but generally in this place, everybody's kind of got their guard down. This is known as a place of relaxation for pretty much everybody.
he'll just say quietly, it's like, well, he doesn't get into trouble, but let's say he makes trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, that's him. How's he doing, by the way? Is he safe?
I haven't seen him actually in like a couple months, but we do keep in touch with letters, and
Mhm.
he's making progress. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't write to us quite as much as he should. His mother complains endlessly. But you don't want to talk about that. Come on up. What would you like? And who are your friends, by the way?
Yeah, these are my friends from Cranefish Town.
Oh,
This is
Cranefish Town. You've been living
Mhm.
large, haven't you, bud? And I'll clap you on the shoulder as he sidles back along behind the counter.
Should I introduce the characters or can they introduce themselves?
Steven is in the bathroom right now.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'll just point them out. This is Tapisa, and this is Noae, and this is Yuka.
Tapisa might still be
In the cart.
tired in the
Oh
cart.
yeah. She's
Tapisa
in the
might
cart.
have ordered to go. Uh, but yeah. Oh, wow. Quite an unusual group, and he'll look specifically at you, Noae. So, how old are you, Squirt?
How do you figure that out?
Generally, you count.
You count from
When did you
where?
pick this one up? And he'll motion back to Dae-hyng.
I don't remember picking them up. They're much bigger than me.
Okay.
Found them in a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, well, you've got at least a place to stay tonight for sure. Dae-hyng will set you up.
I mean, the hole in the ground was a place to stay too. You've never slept in a hole in the ground?
In the military,
He-
we get into some crazy stuff.
He is mighty worried, and he's like half sure that this child is kidding about,
And yet, she's not.
and yet she's not. No. We can you can kind of introduce Yuka if you'd like, at least for now.
Can't
While
have potato, you psychopath. You absolute crazy person.
How do I describe Yuka?
Yuka is
We got to see Earth Rumble 5, and Yuka was one of the competitors.
First
Oh!
Rumble 5. Ba-ba-da-ba.
I mean,
Ba-da-ba.
he'll look to you and he'll be like, is he an earthbender? I thought you had to be an earthbender to be in. Huh.
It feels
He's
that they're
very
branching
confused.
out.
Oh, okay.
You have to be a bender.
That's exactly what that franchise needed. Some variety.
Yeah.
You have to be a bender, technically. Not just an earthbender.
Well, fair enough. And he'll shake Yuka's hand. So what can I get you fine citizens?
Food.
We'll have a round of lychee teas and
Excellent choice.
pork medley buns.
Oh, our specialty.
I
Coming right up.
Pitchin'.
What was that?
Pitchin'.
Yeah, the
Pitch in.
pitchins.
This is gonna be some pitchin'.
Pitchin'. Yeah, so he will be gone for about 15 minutes. During which time mostly he's got like an apprentice.
Mhm.
A person that you kind of don't know super well. They're kind of young, but they are manning the store.
Younger than me?
Yes, for sure.
Ah.
Yeah, they're about 10 or 12.
Maybe I don't know them. Yeah.
Yeah. But they are kind of hustling and bustling around the store, making sure that everybody's taken care of, taking extra orders, you know. If you would like to converse with them, you may, but
what do the tables look like?
The tables are round and they seat generally 4 people. As
are they
opposed
high
to
tops or like are they?
they are regular American chairs.
They're what?
American tables, like as opposed to like Japanese or Chinese.
Yeah, that's
tables.
the most shocking part to me. Is like regular tables. Like there's so many different types of like tables.
Like in Bossing Say.
Yeah.
Yeah. In see, that's one of the unfailing things about this is that I can perfectly describe to you tables from the show that we've seen in the Earth Kingdom.
Mm.
But yeah, they're just like regular tables and regular chairs, ones that you might be used to, except they're kind of made from plywood. They don't look like they were factory made. They look obviously like they were handmade.
So not plywood.
I don't know what regular tables are made of.
Wood.
Teak
Well,
or
thank you. Just regular
mahogany.
wood. I don't know anything beyond that. They look like the
But
tables that you're probably imagining. But anyway, yeah, so to catch Steven up, we are in the restaurant now
A hot
with
bun
the
restaurant.
pork. Yeah, the hot bun, the pork bun, pork
I
chicken bun.
don't think I missed anything really.
Okay, cool.
Nah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he's going to be gone for a little bit if you guys would like to converse while he's away.
Is there anything on the table?
On the table, I would say probably just like a paper menu and a placemat that he's put directly in front of each of you. But beyond, yeah, actually, there is a candle. I don't think it's lit though, because it's the middle of the day.
Yes, it is. It's lit now.
Well, there you go. Whoosh. Noae has decided to play at least a little bit of mischief.
Does
But
anybody
yeah,
notice this?
Her just
that's up to you guys.
She basically does a lighter with her hand. She puts her thumb in her like in her fingers and then flicks it out and like tosses a spark onto the candle flame or the candle wick.
So there are candles generally in there. You're sitting at the bar, but there's at least one candle at every table.
Mhm.
But pretty much everybody is focused on their conversations and on their meals and things like that. So if that's the only candle that you light,
Uh-huh.
then nobody else will notice.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hung is like trying to look around the restaurant, trying to see like faces that he recognizes, and he realizes that like he sees a lot of the old like ironworks workers and miners in the restaurant, despite the fact that it's the middle of the day during a weekday. And it's like, wait a minute, like I remember him, and like I kind of know his family. I recognize that company crest. Like, uh,
Yeah.
it's
So
not just lunch break. Like,
there's a better than
conversation.
decent chance that you
Yeah.
know, like, even the financial situation of some of the people around, and you know that if they're not working, they are not making money, and so and that's like not a thing that a lot of these families can abide. You're probably even casting away to the depths of your mind. Is there like some kind of holiday going on? What's going on? Okay.
Like trying to remember, like I know there are a couple of spirits that some people like pay tribute to. There's the forest spirit, the mountain spirit, the river spirit. Is it a feast day for one of them?
Mhm.
What is
So it's at this
what's
point
happening here?
that
Yeah.
Wen comes back with your piping hot tea. Uh,
Sorry, I didn't realize you said his name at first because you said it's at this point when, and so
that Wen comes back. Yeah, it's at this
This,
point
it's at this point
when.
when comes back.
Mhm.
Yeah, Wen comes back and he's got your tea all ready. The buns will be on in about 5 more minutes. Is there anything else I can get you?
Uh, I is it like a feast day or a holiday? I noticed there's a lot of uh is a lot more workers around at this time than usual.
Yeah. So like a shadow kind of passes over his face for the briefest of moments, replaced almost instantly by his usual upbeat demeanor. Yeah. So yeah, you noticed. Yeah, there's normally we don't make a big deal out of these things, but it's kind of becoming a problem. For the past couple of days, the mines have been closed. There's been some kind of trouble. I don't really know what the deal is per se, but the scuttlebutt around is that the spirits are acting up, and it's apparently not safe to go in there.
What?
To be honest, I don't know how much longer that can last. The folks around here kind of rely on the ore and the minerals that we that the town gets to make their livelihood.
Has my grandfather done anything? What's
I
my
mean,
grandfather been doing?
he
What's my mother been doing?
they're big muckety mucks in the city for sure. So what Wen is kind of going to say is like, they don't talk to me very much. They don't usually come in here. Usually they're too hoity-toity for my establishment. But I imagine they're going to work with the city government to get this sorted out right quick. The town can't really continue to survive if this keeps up.
Or they're gonna do nothing.
Uh,
Like city officials always do. No, wait, so
um, he'll look directly at you and he's like, "Well, that may be how they do things in Cranefish Town, but here, everybody's a family. Everybody relies on everybody to get through this. In as big a city like that, it's easy to get lost.
my
In
family
the
abandoned me, so I don't really see how that compares. Like, if this is like a family, then it's like Cranefish Town.
So you know that trope in anime where a person's just like stuck and their happy face is stuck on their face, but like a bird flies through their head.
Yeah.
That's kind of where he's at. He doesn't know how to respond to that, and he's like, well, that's not how it works here, little girl, and he'll pat the table right in front of you.
Okay, if
Never
you say so.
fear.
Oh, I didn't fear.
Uh,
I felt like you were the one that was afraid.
well, I think your buns are ready, and he'll go back into the kitchen
I'm looking forward to these buns.
for sure. So
I'm too. It's been a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
in about 30 seconds, he will come back out carrying 3 hefty plates full of rice, various vegetables, and the pork buns that you guys have requested. He'll set it down in front of each of you, and at this point, he'll notice that the candle has been lit. And he's like, I could have sworn I put that out last night. And then he'll take the candle, he'll blow it out, and then he'll put it back on the table.
Do you not like the ambiance?
He doesn't hear this. He's kind of moved on to the next thing in his head, and he passively is like, "Oh, enjoy your meal," and he'll go to the other end of the bar where a couple of people have just now sat down. But so yeah, you guys have your piping hot meals in front of you.
Woohoo. We dig in. Or at least I do.
Noae tries the tea, makes a face, and pushes it away from herself.
Is it too sweet?
I don't know if sweet's the right word I would use. It's something.
Can't tea, is it?
Lychee.
Lychee.
I'm not a big fan of lychee either.
It's the first thing that came to my mind.
You're good. No, don't worry about it.
Lychee tea is good, it's just Noae's picky.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if anything, it creates a great amount of flavor because Dae-hyng is refined and he likes acquired taste things.
Mm.
And Noae is like, ew, gross.
Mhm.
What is this? How does Yuka have any reaction to anything that has happened or to anything that you've been noticing?
Not that I know of.
All right. Strong and silent type. Crow, you're breathing into the mic again.
Oh no.
You're good. I feel like I have to mention it.
Gosh, what is up with my settings?
You're good.
Why does this
Uh,
always happen?
Like you're always breathing or something.
I know, right? Just stop breathing, and I can't even say that like jokingly because I don't want any of you to stop breathing.
Oh, that's sweet. I don't want you to stop breathing either.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I will stop breathing eventually, so
I mean,
I don't.
eventually.
it's
One
not
day.
right now.
Just not right now.
I can't think of a reason why I would want to stop breathing.
I
Uh,
mean, I'm sure eventually. No, I can't even see it now.
mustard gas.
I'd want to hold my
Cyanide.
breath, but I wouldn't want to stop permanently.
That's what stop breathing is you're holding your breath.
Sure, buddy. There's no other reason. There's no other reason to stop breathing.
I mean, there are.
There's none in a. There's if you're holding your breath, that's what stop breathing means. In a PG-13 situation, that is what that means.
Yeah, this is a PG-13 situation. This is a Christian channel.
It is neither of those.
Fuck. That's the one fuck we get
Mhm.
for the entire stream.
Oh, the Twitch stream is already mature audiences. So
Fuck. Jordan, you need to change that immediately.
I will change nothing.
You will change nothing. You get nothing. You lose. All right. So yeah, you guys I assume continue to eat your meals. The the surroundings don't change much. The soldiers that you did notice that were off duty have finished up and they have left by now. About 10 minutes in. So if you notice that you guys can count the number of firebenders in the room. Well, I guess hold on. Let's put it a better way. There are no Fire Nation soldiers in the room. But so yeah, also you were told by Tapisa to get one of your guys' meals to go. She is continuing her reprieve.
For rest and relaxation.
Yes. But so yeah, you guys finish your meals and everything. Wen comes back. So, how'd you like it? Was it as good as you remember? And I'll pat Pei-hun once again on the shoulder. Oh, you're very quiet now.
Practically
You
mute.
backed away from your mic so much. Oh, you're still very quiet.
200%. Let's see if
200%, right?
How is this?
better.
It's slightly better.
Okay, how about this?
Better.
This is better, yes. It could go further.
I don't want to go further because then you'll pick up my breathing.
I think.
Therefore, you
I
are.
think. Oh yeah. Okay, just a little bit further away, and I think we'll be fine.
How's this?
That's good.
Good.
Okay.
But so yeah, he asked you how you liked it.
Oh, it's better. It's better than I remember. Thank you so much.
Oh, high compliments. How did you like it? And he'll notice that you specifically, Noae, have pushed your tea away. Oh, not to your liking? Would you care for something else?
What else do you have?
Well, we've got green tea, we've got jasmine, we've got lemon lime juice, we've got milk, we've got water.
What kind of milk is it?
It's God, no, I have to come up with a fucking animal.
Make an animal that produces milk.
Well, yeah, it's
Like a cow?
it's
I
rabbit
would
cow
say it's a
milk.
cow horse
It's a cow horse. It's cow horse milk.
I don't like
or a
it.
cow sheep.
I mean, I think I've got some. Think I've got some fresh. Oh man, I don't want to say fresh squeezed.
Yeah.
I got some fresh cow pig milk. If you're into that.
Yeah, I'll take some of that.
All right. And for you, sir, how did you like it? And he'll say this to Yuka.
Yuka is sipping his lychee tea, and he cautiously ate some of the bun. It'd probably be too greasy for him.
Okay.
Noae's hand is slowly going across the table towards Yuka's uneaten bun.
I noticed you didn't have much of your meal either. Is there something you would like more? There's if you're looking for less greasy, there would be like fish on the menu or
Okay. Yeah,
some
if there
kind of
is
sushi,
fish,
something or
then
other. Yeah.
yeah, I'll take some fish.
Yes.
Noae
All right.
points at the back of the bar and is like, "You should have the menu there. That'd make it real easy to remember." And she's trying
There are menus in front of you.
Yeah, no, she's trying to distract him, like by pointing at somewhere and saying there should be a menu there. That way we can all see it.
Gotcha.
And so when he looks at the spot that she's pointing at, she's going to steal the bun from Yuka.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know that he would super care, but he will look anyway and
Yeah.
you'll steal it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that it would even be that hard for him to figure out what happened.
No, her mouth is full like a fucking chipmunk.
Oh yeah. He won't even say anything. He'll make a face like he noticed. And then be just like, who cares? Yeah, I'll get that out right away for you, sir. And he'll go back behind.
She gives Yuka a thumbs up as if she did him a big favor.
Yuka gives a thumbs up back.
So this will take like about 5 minutes. If you guys would like to do something, or we can just skip right to that.
We can skip to that.
Okay.
Now
All right, so he'll come.
Demand we do something, actually.
Now I can't talk. She's chewing.
She's chewing. No.
I look for the hottest the hottest piece of meat in the room.
So are you talking people?
No. Well, people are meat, but they're not pieces of meat.
Well, you often hear people being like, "Oh, that's a hot piece of meat right there."
You often hear that?
The water.
I do not actually often hear that.
Maybe I'm just living in the wrong place. No, I'm
Where-
kidding. I don't
I mean, you
actually
live
hear
in
that.
Texas.
Like,
You
who
live
are
in
you?
Texas, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like nobody that I would associate with would say that. I'm just saying that it's a common turn of phrase.
I think you're wrong.
I don't. But so you're looking for what kind of meat are you looking for?
And I was just
Edible
Okay.
meat. Edible meat is what
He was just joking. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna play footsie with it
What was that?
from
Sorry.
across the way. I was gonna play footsie with it.
Okay. Well, the only person, unfortunately, because you're sitting at a bar, the only person with whom you could play footsie, I'm not even gonna say those words out loud. Never mind. Noae is sitting next to you. Let's just put
No,
it
you
that
can't
way.
play footsie with Noae. She sits like I do, and for those that don't know how I sit, it's cross-legged, even on normal
Why
chairs.
would you do that to yourself?
It's more comfortable for me.
Okay, for you. That's the significant clause there.
I sit
Um,
I sit exactly as ADHD as I am.
fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I sit weird too. Oftentimes, I'll have my foot up and my knee bent, but
I'll sit
straight
upside
up.
down sometimes. I can't sit like a normal person. I just don't do it. Here,
That makes sense.
let me try. Oh, this feels weird.
No, my legs are down. What is this? How does circulation occur?
Yeah, it's weird. My pants are in weird positions. What is this?
All right. But so, yeah. Um, he'll come back. When will come back.
When will come
And
back? When will
it
when
is
come
at
back?
this point
When
from
come
the
back?
door. What was that? Sorry.
When come back?
When come back? Yeah. Where,
When?
when, how? So, it is at this point that out from the door, in addition to Wen, will escape a yellow cat, very fluffy. It'll jump right up on the bar, and Wen will be like, "How? How? Get down! How? No, shoo!
Now it offers how a tiny bit of pork.
No, no, no! Please don't feed the cat. I can't have him doing this. I can't have him learning that this must be that this is a way to get food." Hal will say as he is shooed off of the bar edge.
Now I have mouth half
Oh.
full, but it's how you get food.
Voice actor, or did you have a soundboard, a sound effect?
I didn't. I made that.
Made that with his
You
mouth.
made that sound with your mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, natural.
Oh, natural, baby. I actually made that sound, and I was like, oh man, that's a terrible cat sound.
That's pretty good.
So
No, that was
Oh,
thank
it
good.
you for the
sounded pretty
compliment.
good.
Yours is wrong.
But yeah, so he will service you with the I
In
I would
front of the
say it's
children.
probably like
Shush.
salmon, some kind of salmon. Oh, sorry, what was that?
Not you. I was
Nothing.
shushing Steven. He said something that he shouldn't.
Great. I'm gonna for once let it slide.
Well,
Fair.
we are
Without
sure
demanding to know what it was.
stream, so
So yeah, he will give you not eel salmon, that's too slimy.
Ooh, that
Just-
does sound good. What are you talking about?
What
Do
are you
you want
talking
eel
about?
salmon?
Do I want eel salmon?
Have you ever had
Yes.
eel sauce? It's so good.
I've never had eel sauce.
They use it
like
on a lot of different.
unagi,
Yeah,
sushi.
yeah, they use it on sushi a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
eel in general is very good. Eel meat is not that slimy, weirdly enough. Like eel skin is, but
So he'll get you the fresh steamed eel salmon, plop it down right in front of you with some fresh rice and some veggies.
You see his eyes just light up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a seafood person. Stewed
Yes.
sea prunes, let's go. But yeah, so you can hear from beyond the bar like the claws of the cat directly behind the bar where you're sitting, Yuka. It knows better than to jump up onto it, but you can kind of tell by the sheer force of the cat's eyes through the bar that it wants
You
to.
underestimate Yuka's undivided attention on this fish.
Yep, there you go. Fair enough. So I also forgot to remind you guys to order Tapisa's meal. So it can come like this, or we can just like say it'll come
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, we ordered meal to go.
And when we do,
of
now
course.
it keeps adding weird shit.
Okay. All
things
right.
things she thinks Tapisa eats. Like, do you have any grease?
Do you have any straight grease? Do you have any seaweed? Just seaweed.
Do you have
That's
do
it.
you have tiny wooden gears? I've seen those on a plate near her.
I don't think we don't have those.
Hmm. Not a very
But
inclusive
I can get
restaurant.
you this brat. I could get you that other stuff though.
Now he is a brat, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, will that be all? And at this point, he's looking at Pei-hun for some sense of familiarity and sanity. Will that be all?
Yes.
All right. I'll be right back with it. At this point, the cat does jump back up onto the counter.
I immediately give the piece of meat I was saving for it.
It'll so the cat will slap it up,
Mhm.
and
Now
how?
he nods knowingly.
Are you wearing your hood?
Yes.
Well, cats already recognize humans as bigger cats, but this one is just taken to you.
If it could give me a thumbs up, it would. I understand.
Yeah, no, it's looking at you, and it's looking like it's doing that head thing where it's sticking its head out at you and looking up and down to try and find a perch that it can jump onto into your lap.
She sits cross-legged, so there's plenty of room.
So if you would allow How to jump, this cat, I should say, weighs 12 pounds.
Yes, easily.
Yes. So yeah, if you would let it jump into your lap, it very much seeks to.
Mm-hmm. She allows it. Offers her hand to it, see if it wants pets.
A large cat.
It's purring its contentedness.
She pets it.
What was that?
She pets it.
Aw.
That kitty also gets some fish.
Oh.
And Yuka gets another
Whatever.
thumbs up.
Poo, you hear like almost comical kitchen sounds coming, and then they stop, and Wen comes back out with the rest of your order. And so he's like, "Don't worry about the price, by the way. It's courtesy of me. Welcome home." And he'll look directly and nod at you, Pei-hun. Though I should say, if you could get word to me, and he'll like lean in close, about what is happening with the townsfolk in the mines, I'd be very appreciative of it.
So,
And if you could do something about it. What was that? Sorry.
Noae is listening in, and so it's like a bribe.
No, not like a bribe. I would have done this for him anyway, but you know,
But since it's been
definitely,
done,
he's failing to argue with the logic of what you're saying, and he'll just be like, no, that's not in the way that adults do. But so yeah, it's free. Just take care of yourself, okay? And don't be such a stranger. Come back and see me when you can.
with the information he bribed you for, Noae whispers to Pan.
He'll slap himself in the forehead, and he will now at this point see How on your in your crossed legs, and it'll be like, "How down, bad kitty." And the cat will, unfortunately for you, run away back behind the counter. But so yeah, with that, your business is concluded. You've got full bellies and now helpful information. You have met a cat, which is always a nice treat, and you've got food for your not inebriated, fatigued compatriot.
You deliver it.
All right. So yeah, you hear a groan
Her,
as.
her lips.
What was that? Sorry.
Like we're pressing the buns.
Pressing the buns to her lips.
Ew.
Not like that, you weirdo.
Listen, you're the one who said the words. But so anyway, yeah, she smells it and she becomes vaguely aware of what's happening, and then she smiles and she grabs the food. She doesn't ever become like unfatigued, but she will eat at least in her own time. And she'll like mumble some word of thanks.
Now it gives a
And
thumbs up.
yep.
Her now trademark thumbs up. Breathing.
But so yeah. What would you guys like to do now?
Breathing.
Yep.
I think I
breathing.
would like to go. I'm breathing again.
You were well. I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, everyone's breathing pretty much all
Oh.
the time.
Could you hear it?
Yeah, we could hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
You're good.
I
It's all right.
forgive you.
Don't.
Why does it keep happening?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Air keeps traveling in the general direction of the microphone.
She knows that how.
But so
I would
yeah.
like to. I would like to go to my house and then like figure out what's happening in the mines. Why are the spirits upset?
Okay. All right. So you guys get back into your cart and you wheel it along the way. You take your horse with you too. You go.
Oh yeah, I
Through
try
the-
to prepare them. It's like, yeah, so this is my hometown. I kind of live here. My parents, my family is we're not really a big deal, so don't be surprised when you see my house, okay? And then like
Did you
they
say
go
we're
over.
not really a big deal, or
Yeah.
we're like really a big deal?
Well, like they are a big deal, but he's trying to play it
Downplay it.
casual, and then like when you go over the hill and then you see like this big mansion, I was like,
Would you like to take this comedy moment to describe the mansion?
there,
Massive.
it's like it's got like 3 stories and it's like made of this ornate there's ornate carvings of badger moles and mongoose lizards, and there's like a rock garden and like a water feature and like this large courtyard where there are some older people like training with swords.
So, to put it into context, is it more or less ornate, would you say, than Tapisa's former prison, like even in its heyday?
The prison was the house that we set on fire, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The kindling.
It is nicer than an abandoned house. Or like yeah, it is nicer than that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's almost like the Beifong estate.
Gotcha. Hell yeah.
So
Real
is
big
this
place.
a village or is this like a town or a city or
How many people
So
live in
What are you
this?
it's like a town. It's bigger than a village, not as
Okay.
big as a city. It's a mining town, but you can tell that it's prosperous and successful.
Yeah, because the fire is really interested in it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noae
Yeah.
points at the manor and says, "How many people live in that place?"
or just two?
So I think that's up to Crow. Krova's got a pretty
Well,
significantly
yeah.
big family.
Now is asking.
Yeah,
hey, hun.
gotcha.
Yeah, let me roll some dice maybe.
Hell yeah.
How many uncles and cousins do I have? Okay, there's up to 32 people in there, including staff. Yeah, there's upwards of 30 people in there.
She stares at you like, why don't they have just different houses?
This is grandfather's house.
Now it disassociates, like, but like, there, there's so many people. Why are they just not different?
Oh,
Breathing.
breathing indeed.
I'm sorry.
You're
You're good.
You're okay.
So there are similar guards outside, and they would recognize you pretty easily. Like it's kind of their job to to know the members of your family, copious as they may be. But yeah, you can role play getting in, or we can just get it.
It's like, hello, Loifen.
Loifen.
It's
Oh,
me.
hey. Oh, been around for a while.
I would like to. I would like to. What is it called? Like, I would like to have an audience with Master Choi.
I mean, considering you're his grandson, I don't really see that being a problem. Come on in. And the two guys will open the big, ornate, and heavy double doors. They will not use earthbending to do it. They will pull. And you recognize that that's their job, and they're very good at it. But they are very heavy doors. But so yeah, you guys go on in. In there, you see the rock gardens. You see the topiary. The what is topiary the right word? You see
The topiaries is the tree shrubbery that's
Yeah, I was gonna like describe that separately, and I was like, wait, no, that's what topiary is.
I think that's a Tropicana.
No,
okay.
you're thinking of fruit.
Oh, okay.
All right, but yeah, there's a big old house directly in front of you.
Wait,
and,
is it in front of us or are we inside it?
We're in the
I guess you're like
courtyard.
inside a complex.
Yeah, you're in the courtyard now. That's how I was picturing.
Yeah, there's an outer wall.
Okay.
Usually for an estate, there's an outer wall, and you just have to go through a big old yard. We're probably walking over a bunch of flat stepping stones while we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
Like
staff around are
there are like residences, then there are like servants' quarters. There's the kitchen, and then there's like a workshop, the hot shop for where we make the swords, and there's a courtyard for training and a courtyard for entertaining guests, for receiving and entertaining guests, I guess. It's a large place.
Yep. And many parts of it are bustling, especially the garden area. Like the shrubs are upkept, the plants are tended to. You can see some members of your family practicing their swordsmanships in the training yard. If you like to, you can make yourself known. You probably just like wave.
I think I
But
have
yeah.
a few cousins, or maybe even a big older sibling who is practicing earthbending as well.
You hear earthbending noises, the crunch and crash of rock as it hits other rock.
Noises.
earth-bending noises. I mean, you know. So yeah, how would you like to proceed? Would you like to make yourself known to any of the people around, or would you just simply like to go see your grandfather?
I think I would like to at least say hi to whoever's like not like I won't interrupt the people training the cousins training in the courtyard, but I'm sure there's like some people standing on the sidelines, and then I'll ask for like either my mom or for grandfather.
Yeah, you get the general direction that your grandfather is exactly where you would expect him to be. He's in the smeltery, working away at his latest work of art. Um, Naue and Yuka, how do you guys kind of react to the opulence that you see around you? Yuka, I think you mentioned that you're kind of from a well-to-do family, but you would kind
Yeah.
of be emperors of ice and rugs and furs and things like that. Um, it would not necessarily look like this, but it's up to you how you would like to react to it. Or you can just remain nonchalant.
I slowly turn towards Dae-hyng, and then a pterodactyl crawls on my mouth.
It doesn't seem.
Pterodactyl.
I don't think that happens.
Totally happens.
Got it.
Just a tiny pterodactyl.
It screeches and then it flies back in.
Yeah, this is a nice place, Dae-hyng.
You. I think my grandfather is busy the in in the forge. I can call someone to entertain you in the courtyard while I go while I go see my grandfather, I guess.
You have jesters?
I'd rather not put
No.
anyone out just for us.
No, you don't
We
understand.
just have tea.
You don't understand,
and-
Yuka. They have jesters. They have people get paid to entertain other people.
We don't have jesters. We'll
You
have
said
someone like bring you some more tea.
it's like the last tea,
Tea's
though.
fine.
Better tea.
Do you want jokes? I can find one of my cousins for you.
She leans over to Yuka and says, "See, I told you they have jesters. It's
I
a
don't think
castle."
his cousins are all jesters. Although,
I'm sure there's at least one comedian.
at least one.
Yeah.
Want to be a comedian? Too rich to really know what's funny.
Just a well-to-do Bolin. But yeah, if you would like, you can take take Naue or no, take Peihan's invitation to be entertained while he goes off, or you can like insist to stay with him. I mean, you know of your options.
Yeah, I know of my options.
I don't actually. What are my two options again?
You have more than two options.
More than two
Well,
options.
you only said two, so I figured we only had two.
You could
Ah.
chill
I
out in the courtyard, I guess. Or you can come with me to confront my grandfather.
Now
Or you can continue to feed the pterodactyl in your mouth.
Naue goes, Naue rolls.
Oh. What do you roll?
Rely on skill and training, because she's gonna say, I'm gonna just look at those fancy bushes, but she's actually gonna secretly follow Pei-hun. And
Alright.
when she does that, instead of using like creativity like a normal person, she uses focus. So, and it's a full hit.
Woo.
God.
You're gonna be
Alright.
stealthy in my
So
house.
In your
I
house.
was going to follow you while you're looking at the bushes.
Yeah, at one point I'm just not there. You're like looking at the bushes with Noae for a little bit. You look at one of them and you're like, "Hey, that one looks a bit like a cat. You would like that." And you look back and she's not there.
Whoosh! Vanished. Just gone. And
Looks
Yuka's
a bit
just
like a cat. Okay.
Alright. So, Pei-hun, I assume you I keep doing that.
Saying you assume.
Yeah,
Keep
it's
assuming,
fine.
bro.
I know. I'm the worst. Make an ass out of you and me. Anyway, Pei-hun, what's your next course of action?
I'm going to go into the forge and like talk to my grandfather. I assume he's like whiling away, like hammering at another sword.
Yeah.
So
So
I
you
approach.
can hear him well before you can see him as you take your various familiar turns through the house. You hear the ding, ding, and the rooms as you get closer get hotter with the feeling of the forge that you know to be in the room. So you finally step into the room where from which the sound is coming, and you see your grandfather. Would you like to describe him, or would would you like to leave that up to me?
I guess he's like would he be tanned from the heat of the furnaces and working with
Wouldn't say he'd be tanned from the heat of the furnaces. I would say if he's tan, it's because he's often outside.
mm, I guess he has like a uh like heat damaged skin, like very wrinkly, but he has very he despite all his wrinkles and his age, he's still pretty muscular and keeping fit. Uh, Even though he's like a little bit more hunched over than I remember, he's still keeping up a solid rhythm when
Hmm.
he's like working the hammering the swords. Ding.
So how
Like that.
genial is he? Is he like very matter of fact and strict? Because that is what I was kind of picturing. Or is he like very friendly?
He could be strict, like he has to like keep a well-oiled machine
Mm-hmm.
basically. Yeah.
He'll in that case he'll look up at you, and his eyes will widen. He's like, "Hey, hon, it's good to see you." He'll continue to hammer away at his sword. What are you doing here, son? I heard you were out fighting in the war.
I was, grandfather.
Well, why'd you stop?
I didn't stop, grandfather. Uh, I was unable to find um, the captain who led the first raids here and colonized our village. I couldn't find him.
Well, what a shame. If I never hear from that man again, it'll be too soon, and he'll slam especially hard on the on the sword that he's working on. So, are you back for good? Do you have any news? What's it like out there? How's your cousin doing?
Did I name my cousin? Did I name my cousin that I was
I
that I was
don't
looking
know.
out for? I was um
I've been writing down names as we go. I haven't encountered that one yet.
Cousin Poe sent me away. He didn't want me to fight.
Well,
That is getting too dangerous.
it's war. It's danger. He should have known better. Ka-ching. You're gonna need all the men you can get. Ka-ching. Well,
Sent me to Cranefish Town,
Ah.
another village that has suffered the colonization of the Fire Nation.
yeah, I heard about that. It's a damn shame. But well, and he'll take the sword that he's currently working on, and he'll plunge it into the water. Now he'll have time to look at you.
And then I
Well,
look up. I'm kneeling down on the floor.
rise, my son. Come on.
Rise, my
And
son.
well, my son, my grandson. Rise, my grandson. He'll get a look at you, and he'll be like, "Well, you're looking good despite everything." And he'll cup your cheek with his one hand. So, what brings you back here? I would have thought that we would be too small for a big shot like you.
Grandfather, when I was in Cranefish Town, actually, there I learned of a resistance. There are Earth Kingdom citizens there who don't like the Fire Nation either, and they've started a underground group, and I've joined them, and they sent me on a mission.
Pride wells up in his eyes, like where previously he was just kind of passive. This is incredible news to him. Oh, my boy! Oh, what wonderful news! What's the mission? How long do you have? Oh, you certainly can't be wasting time here.
We were we were traveling to meet up with someone, and Mutant Village was on the way, so we stopped by.
Well, we'll be happy to treat you to whatever you need. You need fresh supplies, we got it. They wouldn't send you on a mission here just by yourself, would they?
I came with I'm traveling with some friends.
Oh, well, consider them taken care of. And so he will turn away to go and grab one of the swords that are on the wall beside him. But then, like, before he can, he'll stop, and he's still looking away, but like a realization will come over him. And he'll be like, say, have you heard anything about the troubles that this town has been facing? I assume that you've seen all of the mine workers out there not doing their jobs.
I heard that there's been troubles in the mines, that the spirits are upset and making it dangerous to work.
Yeah.
What's been
He'll
happening,
like
Uncle? I mean, what's been happening, Grandfather?
So he'll run his hand through his hair, like weighing the pros and cons of the words that he's about to say. And after like some deliberation, he'll be like, "You might be actually just the person that we need." And he'll look at you with some forlornness. Because, well, he'll say straight out, "But you might not like it." Well,
Well, anything for the village, Grandfather.
obviously, of
Our
course,
family
yes.
is here.
Yes, so he'll instruct you, go find your friends. It's time we see your mother. She'll be able to better explain the situation. Come on, come now, my son, my boy, not my son, my boy. And he'll in his haggard walk. It is more haggard than you remember it being, but he will move with all of the speed that he used to. And he'll rush through the door. Where is Noae?
Uh,
Is Noae on the other side of the door? Is she about to get bodied by this door?
I don't know how the house looks, but I was imagining one of those buildings with the high rafters as and support beams.
Yep.
Yes, that could certainly be the case. Yeah.
Yeah, then she's on those. She's just like jumping from one to the other, and so she's probably outside the door, on them, listening in. So
Kaboosh! As the door swings and slams open, the heat rushing out the room. He will make quite a bit of haste, and he will ask, "Have you seen Do you have a does your mom have a name? Hold on.
No, my mother doesn't have a name.
Mom.
Let me.
Yeah, I feel
Hana.
bad for making you come up with so many of these, so I'm just gonna
Hana.
Yeah, Hana.
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 Where's Hana? Do you know where she is? Like he'll ask a servant, and the servant will sheepishly answer in a way that you can't quite make out. But he will take the information and rush off.
And your dad's name is Fuda.
Oh, God damn it.
Dad's name is.
So Hana Fuda.
I'm pretty sure that's a word that has a different meaning in Japanese.
Yeah, it's playing cards, right?
Yeah, Hana Fuda. Yeah, it. Hana
Yeah.
Hana Fuda Fuda.
See, the shitty thing is, I want credit for putting together a list of names, but I'm on my laptop because my computer is currently not connected to the internet, so I don't have it in front of me.
I don't
want-
even have the like. There are a list of avatar names that you gave us. Let me see. Where can I find that?
Oh yeah, it's in the it's a PDF. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just going
Hana.
off the dome. Just
Yep.
fucking sick ass rhymes.
Just fucking sending it. You got this, bro.
Damn, I'm so good.
Just counting on you for everything.
I know, that's just
And
how
then
it
we'll
is.
have to I'll have to watch the VOD later to make note.
I will write it all down. Don't worry.
Don't even
I've written
sweat
it all down so far. Yeah.
Okay.
But I can even DM it to you when we're done here. Yeah. So, he will make haste, but he will turn back only to yell down the hall to you. Meet in the great room in 5 minutes. I'll be right there. You certainly know the great room. It's a big ornate room where there's a how do I properly describe this place? There's like a sitting room in the front of it, but in the back is where most of the meetings take place, especially with the higher up muckety mucks around town, probably with the Fire Nation too, unfortunately.
And it's got those bamboo partitions.
Yeah.
And
This is one of those places
silk
where
tapestries on the walls.
Yeah, this is one of those places where the tables are close to the floor and there are cushions for the guests to sit on. But yeah. You know exactly where the great room is. You can make as much haste as you would like to it. But yeah, you should probably also try and find Yuka wherever you left
My
them.
friends.
Yeah.
I go to the courtyard where I thought I left them.
Is there a
Are
rock
they still
garden in
here?
the courtyard?
Yes.
Yuka is saying in front of the rock garden.
Is he just studying it?
Yeah, he's studying it and wanting to dig in the sand, but not knowing if it's allowed.
Yeah, he's like looking around, like, huh. Is anybody gonna notice this?
Dips a toe
But
The
so
first
yeah.
one.
Peihan is comes up to you at this moment. I like to imagine it's like right before you're about to make a bad decision. But yeah, Peihan will probably shepherd you to follow him into the house where you have not yet been. Noae, little to anybody's knowledge, is already in the house.
hmm
So where would you like to make your reappearance?
What's the grandpa doing? That sounds fun.
He is rushing around. He's gone to the other side of the house at this point in his quest to find Pehan's mother. He eventually does. She is in like an office of hers. She's sitting at her desk, stamping things and writing things down, like very official looking stuff.
Mm.
He will he'll slam the door open and be like very curt with his words, like, Peihan's home. This is our chance. This is our opportunity to help the miners, to take care of that situation. She will probably not hear the words that came after Peihan's home. So she'll be like, Peihan's home, and she'll grab her a sash that she normally wears around her body and make as much haste as her father would.
Okay. Yeah, now I just follows from above them the entire time.
Tunk, 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 as she skips from beam to beam.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys all meet in the great room. You meet near the back of the room. This is a fairly large room. I would say about the size of, for Noae's perspective, about the size of the room that Tapisa was held captive in.
Okay.
On the back of the wall, in addition to like all kinds of decorations, you'll notice pictures, like painted in pictures of the family. It's like a family tree. You can see lines kind of drawn between different people to kind of discern lineage. You see a drawing of, at this point, a very young Peihan. You see a picture of the lady, his mother, and who you can only presume is his father. Blah blah blah. But noticeable near the top of the wall, on one side you see the sword maker, very much in his prime. He looks to be about 40. He's displayed very prominently. He's got a very big image, as well as the rest of Peihan's grandparents. But on the other side, you see who you can only assume is his grandfather. The image is smaller though, and it's smeared. You can't make out the face.
Mhm.
It is covered in a big red blotch of paint. It is the only red that you can see on the entire wall. But yeah, you can't make out the face of Peihan's paternal grandfather. So yeah, everybody, I assume. Well, God damn it,
Everybody.
everybody has met now in the great room, and the Peihan's mother has now motioned for you guys to sit down. Is there anything special that you want to do specifically, any of you guys, to introduce yourselves or to make yourselves known?
Dae-hyng is being very deliberate with his movements, like trying to be very calm and very like regal or or like very,
Polite.
yeah,
Yeah.
very polite and graceful, and then
Mhm.
making sure his clothes aren't creased in front of his parents, and then like he kneels down on the mats
Hmm.
that's set out in front.
So currently your father isn't there. It is
Yeah,
your grandfather and your mother.
yeah, Dad's probably like painting somewhere. He doesn't
Mhm.
have. I don't
Makes
know where he is. Yeah.
so. Uh, is there any special way that you would like Noae to make themselves known?
Not yet.
Okay. Is Noae known, or is
Not
she still
yet.
okay? So Peihan was unable to find the spider monkey as she's traipsed about. Yuka,
So just Yuka and Tapisa are here.
yeah.
I
How does
was
Yuka react to all of this? Does he just sit down, or is there something special?
um did Peihan tell 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 Yuka anything special?
Um,
The
probably just that.
No, I'm asking.
just
I'm
tell
sorry.
them. Uh, so he like whispers quietly, like, "That's my mom. That's my grandfather." And they're gonna tell us about what's happening in the town, and we can stay here for a few days before we continue on our journey. But I want to know what's happening in the town.
Yes, of course. By the way, son, how have you been? Blah blah blah. Like, what's it been like? What brings you back?
We've been traveling around the Earth Kingdom. Uh, we were where were we traveling to? We were going to the oh
You're going to the Kolau Mountains, I believe.
oh yeah.
Yeah, Kolau Mountains down in the southern Earth Kingdom.
Okay. We were traveling from Cranefish Town to the Kolai Mountains on a sensitive mission, and Mujin Village was on the way. So uh, I thought, why not drop by? Because I haven't been here in a while. I'm sorry that it's been so long.
No, don't worry. You've been trying to help your country out. It's just a shame that we have to work with those heathens. She'll say that word with much vitriol. Uh, but I'm unfortunately needs must. In any case, your grandfather raised a very good point. There's been a problem with the town the past few days, and it needs your special. She'll choose her word very carefully here. Uh, Talent. Uh, so the mines have been, well, there's no other way to say. They've been haunted. Um, we can't get in, and everybody that we try to send in gets scared away or driven off by whatever's down there. Nobody's nobody's laid eyes on whatever the apparition is, but some are saying that it must be some spirit we've managed to anger. We're usually so very careful with that. Um, well, So,
Moles.
what was that? Sorry.
How are the badger moles? Are they also affected by this?
We haven't seen them. This doesn't. It's it's too deliberate to be caused by them, but we don't know what it is, and we don't know where they are. It's potentially possible that they're also being scared away by whatever it is. So the
Which spirit could have been angered? What has changed recently?
we don't know. Normally the spirits just leave us alone, but for the past few days, our glow rocks have been shattering in dangerous ways. They've just been kind of combusting, and we don't know why. So Dae-hyng would know this, but to explain to Yuka, so we kind of operate in an unusual way. We don't use fire when it comes to mining. We rely on this light source, and she will motion to the lights on the wall behind her. They are luminescent rocks. She will bend a shrivel or bend a sliver of one off the wall and summon it to her hand, and she'll hand it to you. It glows, and it's a glowing green color.
Cool.
That's usually how we get around. It's much safer than using fire, what with all of the potentially flammable gas that could exude from the ground. And as such, we never really invested in torches or anything like that. We have a deal with the Fire Nation around too that they don't go in the mines. They much prefer it that way too, but they kind of just occupy us, unfortunately. She'll sigh deeply at that. But that said, we don't want them anywhere near the mines anyway. Who knows what they might decide to take from us. But so in any case, we're not really set up with the infrastructure for torches or any kind of flammable anything. This has been our way of life for generations. But a couple of days ago, out of nowhere, all of the glow rocks exploded. And they vaporized and shattered into a million pieces. And then they blew out of the mine. She will take the rock back, and she will shatter it in her hand. And you'll notice that once the pieces become small enough, they lose their luminescence. So we've not been able to get in to be able to see around. Anytime we bring more in, the rocks just shatter in our hands. In fact, as you guys were walking in, you noticed at least one or two people with bandages on their hands. You can kind of put together that they were holding glowstones as they tried to get into the mines, and they were
Good doesn't
unfortunately
put that
injured.
together, actually.
Well, there you go. You may put that together if you were paying attention. But so yeah.
Dae-hyng asks, like, was anybody else hurt?
No injuries so far. It's just, well, we can't get in. Reports from the front line also have reported back a strange low. What's the word? It's not even a howl. It's like a moan, like a. Ooh,
Noae
she's
drops
looking
from
for
the
the word.
ceiling onto a cushion.
Oh, a whale?
Ah! So she will
Oh,
That's
she will at
more.
this point like bend more of the glowstone and like put it in daggers behind her in defense.
Yeah, that's more of a yell, actually.
way.
Hello.
Doing? I was looking for you.
Oh, hey, Noe.
Hi.
You know this person? Your grandfather's got his sword half drawn.
She's one of
Yeah, she's our friend.
my traveling companions. Yeah, we're friends.
Oh, oh, good. Okay. Your mother will bend the glowstone back onto the wall. Well,
Oh, you mean earth bending?
yes,
I
earthbending.
thought like the rock was flexible at first. I was
Mm-mm.
like,
No.
bend a
It-
sliver off it. What?
Yeah, bend a
Oh
sliver
yeah,
off of it.
bending.
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
thing-
oh cool, my mom's an earthbender.
Yep. Yeah, your mom's an earthbender.
Woohoo!
But so yeah, she will be like, "How long have you been up there? What?"
Long enough to see that you like your son quite a lot, and we're excited to see him home.
Well, of course. And she'll like straighten herself out.
And then she slowly looks over at the grandfather. And long
The
enough to see that
grandfather.
someone else was less excited about someone being home and more excited about a problem being solved.
He's not so excited to see you. He
Now he's not
definitely
excited to
doesn't.
see him.
He definitely doesn't trust you. He'll narrow his eyes at you, but then he'll slide his sword back into its sheath.
She narrows her eyes back at him.
Mm-hmm. He will resume his seat, but your mother will continue to stand. Anyway, as I was saying, and she'll look up at the rafters to see if there are any more of you up there.
Now,
No.
luckily for her, Noae is an original. Very unique.
There you go. But so, well, we we were about to enlist the Fire Nation, which would be our last ditch effort in order to finally have some light that can't be just exploded in our hands. But
Noae raises her hand.
yeah,
What? Why don't you just use torch?
we don't have torches. Didn't you? We've
She
been
points.
using the
She
glowstones.
points at a door.
Yeah.
You have torch.
We are not burning our doors, young lady.
Why not?
Because that's just not how things are done around here.
Sounds like you don't want your mind back very much.
Well, I never.
Does no one
this
know how to make torches in here?
We not make
Does this count as me saying me calling out someone?
Let me read those.
Because now that I think
we
about
not
it,
have like the cotton and fuel needed to make so many torches.
It pretty much it
Oh,
all goes to all the cotton. Well, like, so you guys don't produce cotton. You guys get
Right.
clothes. You guys
nope. Like Noe's point is, it doesn't seem like they're willing to compromise.
And I guess
no, they are
right.
not.
Mm.
just the wood that grow here is not suitable for like torches because like it's meant to like make a high temperature really quickly for the furnaces, not really sustain a flame for
I mean, we're in a forest.
Mhm.
You can pick a stick up off the ground.
You get the sense that it's a pride thing.
Mm.
That like
It's an appeal to tradition, I would say.
yes.
Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
basically it's tradition that they do it a certain way, and they're
Mm-hmm.
refusing to adapt. And nowadays, like
Yes.
this
Yeah.
is just basically saying you're stupid.
So you're trying to call someone out.
It's kind of
You
a call
openly
out. I
calling
don't know if
someone-
it is a official call out, like if the rules do it, but
they're called. You can do that if you would like for her to like get her head out of her ass. as far as that goes.
What do I roll at?
You it doesn't say that you roll with anything. You should Yeah, no, it just says when you it's a balance move. Yeah, no, you just roll.
I just roll.
Yep.
Okay, because when I clicked call someone out, a little menu popped up and it's like, hey, are you rolling with a -1, a 0, or oh, that's your current. That's based on your current value or balance level, I think. So
Yeah.
hit.
Call someone to live up to their principle. Shift your balance away from center, then name and roll with their principle. I'm gonna just straight up tell you. You can tell that her principle is tradition.
One of them, yeah. What's the other one?
So NPCs only get one.
Oh. Yeah.
PCs are the ones that are like struggling between things.
Because we're cool. Got it.
NPCs within the flavor can be struggling against something, but they only get one balance that goes from 0 to whatever number.
Okay.
PCs have it easy. NPCs have it easy. PCs have to struggle.
Yeah.
Required by law to struggle.
Yep.
That's how they know that you're a PC is because
it's like
you struggle
have the
with
tragic
things.
background and shit.
Mm-hmm. That's how they get you.
Essential.
So
Suffering.
So yeah, I got a hit.
On a hit, they must they are called to act as they say. They must either do it or mark a condition.
Yeah, so they're saying.
No, so that's on a hit. Hold on a 7 to 9. On a 7 to 9, they challenge your view in turn, mark 1 fatigue, or they shift your balance as they choose. So you mark 1 fatigue, or they shift your balance. But they
So both of basically on a hit, they have to basically respond to how I call out, but all on a 7 to 9, they also challenge my views in some way.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So what would you like to say to her? Other than but you could all in addition, would you like to say anything in addition to what you've already said?
Sure.
Or would you like that to stand on your own? Okay.
It seems like a good tradition for your family is to make sure your people are taken care of over not touching flaming wood.
And what would you shit okay.
Well, no, go ahead. What would you know of tradition or people? Like
of family is what she was gonna say.
Yeah, that's
but
perfect.
I don't want her to be that bad of a guy.
She doesn't know how bad of a person that is. She doesn't know. Noae doesn't have any.
And what would you know about family? She'll say in defense, but not necessarily in malice.
And that shifts Noae away from community.
There you go.
Aww.
And she looks to the side and says, I would know nothing of family. I've never had any.
Well, if you would like to change that, Dae-hyng was always been an accepting sort. If you would like to go in with him, we were going to ask him and his friend, and she'll motion to Yuka, to investigate. If you would like, and she will pinch the bridge of her nose. we can we can get you some torches to help you out. She is going to look to Pei-hun with some kind of guilt. And it's possible, Pei-hun, that you can put together that she was trying to get you to use your firebending in this situation. Because you just kind of like happened into this place, and you became perfect for the situation that they find themselves in, especially if they wanted to keep to their stubborn traditions. Yeah.
Firebender that isn't loyal to the Fire Nation and
You're
would
perfect for that.
even
Yeah.
and would like completely take over the mine even more than they already do. And like Dae-hyng is like trying to sign to his mom that like I'm not out to these people. They don't know I'm a firebender.
So she's like, oh, like she'll kind of get the idea that that's not a thing that you want to do. And she'll like put her hands up like, okay, all right, fine, all right, okay. So
Does
yeah,
Noae know
she'll
how
be
to
like,
make
well,
torches? I guess we can go in.
okay. I mean, it'll take some time. It'll take at least a few hours. In that time,
Are there any candles in the room?
no.
Okay.
No, this family
Literally
is straight
glowstone.
up like glowstone. That's it.
Mhm.
It's a very proud tradition. It's been around for generations.
glowstones
They've
from
been mining it
Minecraft?
for as
Yeah,
long as
from
they can remember.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Noae, once again, when they said it'd take time to make torches, she once again points subtly towards a random door.
No, we're not doing that.
Her hand slowly goes
Father?
back down.
Father, we should be able to. I don't know what are they made of? Wood? Do we use fabric? Uh, your grandfather is going to like look exasperated, and then kind of look surprised, like, oh, he doesn't know that information either. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know when they're ready. And so,
Wow, a
your
craftsman
mother
that
at
doesn't
this
know how to
point,
make a torch, Noae says.
yeah, they haven't done it in like how many years? They'll probably have to look it up.
Mhm. Noae's just legitimately impressed. Like, that's not a thing you see every day.
If you would like to help them, I'm sure you can. I'm sure they would allow that. Or I mean, at the very least, they would they would take the help. That they would be kind of hoity-toity about it, uppity about it. But yeah. In the meantime, I'm sure there's food around here. You can take your old room if you want and relax until then.
Noae
Do as
walks
you
off.
wish. Yeah, and she'll wave you off. And she'll immediately get to work along with her father. So yeah, it's up to you guys what you would like to do.
It doesn't take Noae long. She goes because she remembers where the blacksmith forge is. She goes there, grabs some wood, um, uses fire bending to cut it because she has fire blade. So she
Yeah.
slices it into a smaller form, and then she dips the end in oil because oil is actually a part of blacksmithing, and wraps it in a rag or something that he uses probably to wipe shit down, and then just walks back to them. Probably by that time they're probably leaving the room, and she just holds up the torch, flicks her finger like a lighter, and lights it and holds it up, and she's like, "Torch."
Oh! Oh! Put that down! Oh.
She Noae snaps her fingers and like the flame goes out.
So everybody in the room has noticed the fire.
Mhm.
For one thing, especially since Pan's mother is yelling hysterically, "Put that out right now!" Like she's worried that it'll spread to all of the house.
Mhm.
And so everybody was looking, and now, snap of fingers, whoosh, out. Everybody has noticed that you have fire bent.
Yeah, Noae just looks around at everyone staring at her like, what?
They are dumbfounded, and one person, like after a few seconds, one person is like, "Who let you in here?" And he'll point directly at you.
I let me in here.
Firebender! And he'll take up an earthbending stance against you.
She
I
she grins and goes into a firebending stance and says, "Earthbender, I guess."
Is Dae-hyng in the room?
Yes. Well, I mean, that's up to you,
Or-
actually.
Yeah, it's up to you
I
if you see
assume
this.
yes.
I do like the idea of this once again being missed by Pan. Just like every time Noae firebends, he's looking the other way, like, "Huh? Look at that thing over there."
So, to put it into perspective,
Yeah.
Noae left the room, took some time to make a torch,
Yeah.
came back, well, he dipped it in oil, came back, lit it in front of your family.
I guess like what's his face? Dae-hyng and Yuka were like looking at food or like looking at the drawings while grandfather like figures out like, wait a minute, how do you make a torch?
Mhm.
Like we've had these stones forever.
Yeah.
We never really needed to. And and then somebody brings like a lighter.
Yeah. Just Noae just doesn't see the point of not demonstrating it. Like it's like this is how easy it is. It's a 3-step problem. Like what are you talking about? Like
You
Dae-hyng?
didn't tell me she will look to Peihan and be like, "You didn't tell me your friend was," and then she'll realize in stark horror what she's about to say. She's always kind of tiptoed around the subject of your special, I'll call it a gift, though she doesn't quite see it that way.
Neither does Dae-hyng.
Yeah.
so Pei-hung and like Yuka just come back into the room. Her mom yells that, and basically Noae and some random dude are like in fighting stances.
Yes.
And Noae seems very pleased about this.
Yep. Oh shit. Are we gonna get into combat?
Oh boy,
Let's find
that's
out.
gonna be interesting.
But so she will yell strictly at you, Peihan, before she cuts herself off before saying the F word. What starts with F and ends in Ender?
Friender.
oh yes, a fender bender.
Render?
Friender.
Bender.
Fender bender. It's like what starts with F and ends in uck? Fire truck.
Fire truck. Yep.
Fire truck.
Starts with F and ends with Foot finder. Yay!
God damn it.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored. We're not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
All right. But so yeah, your friend is about to square off with I assume a member of your family.
Distant, maybe.
Some random cousin, I
Mhm.
guess.
Some random cousin.
Cousin number 83.
Daquan. Daquan is his name.
Daquan.
maybe
Yeah,
he
also
maybe
get to
he's
know it.
maybe instead of being like a blacksmith, he's a lawyer. Because we do need those in this.
Yeah. You there are like I can imagine people around here wearing many hats. In addition to like being an earthbender and being trained, he's like what's the word? He's a legal professional,
Oh yeah,
a lawyer.
A
a
lawyer.
lawyer.
A lawyer.
But so yeah, if you choose to have a split second to respond before fighting breaks out.
Did I see Noae use fire in the house?
Up to
I
you.
think that's up to you. Did you leave the room? Because it's been, for reference, about
Yeah.
5 minutes since you ended your conversation with your mother.
And she said to go get food and, your room. So
Yeah, she did say to go get food and
So
stuff.
you may have left and then.
Maybe I was like showing Yuka paintings,
Hmm.
stuff like that. Oh yeah, my
okay.
dad drew that.
So
When he went to-
it's your opinion that you're not even in the room.
I guess so.
That she just came back. Or
And
that
I
he
and
just
I
came back.
heard I heard the commotion of my mom yelling like, "What's happening? What's happening?"
Okay, so you bursted
And
through.
now
If that's the case, then you haven't seen the firebending per se.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the thing that your mother has said, you didn't tell me that your friend was a was a firebender. She'll say.
And then
Uh,
like
Getting no firebender.
Taeyong like goes blank because like he didn't know either.
Now it looks around like no one knew.
mhm.
Hmm.
You're
I'm
No,
a
you're a
waterbender. Is that also bad?
Yeah, is waterbending
of course
bad?
not. But she looks at you like obtusely, like as if there hasn't been a war going on for almost 100 years at this point with people who can do exactly what Noae has just described or just exhibited. Of course, it's not a bad thing that you're a water. I assumed as much, but this,
Oh, just because I'm wearing blue means I'm a waterbender, huh?
oh my god.
Now it
But
looks.
I
Not
did
even-
Now it
water
looks at
bending.
Yuka and says yes, without
Yes.
without a hesitation.
Almost explicitly. Yes.
And that's fair. Accurate, but it's fair.
Mhm.
Enough of this. Get out of here at once, Daequan will yell at you. Before this gets ugly. Not at you, at Noae.
Now it lights the torch again and then puts it out again, and as she starts to walk away.
He will, if you're walking away, he
Mhm.
will maintain his stance as you exit. But he will maintain his stance as you exit. He will not let down his guard.
So how far to the courtyard? Like outside the building?
I would say, so you have to go through a fairly long hall. It would take you about 30 seconds to walk at just a regular speed.
Okay. The moment she's out, she takes a deep breath and yells, "Hey, if you want to challenge me, here's a better spot so we don't ruin the nice house."
So,
And this
your mother will breathe in heavily. She's not Peihan's mother will breathe in heavily. She doesn't know how she feels about this tense situation. Daequan he won't run, but he will walk very quickly and stomp along the way.
Yeah,
in
because
order
like
to assert his form of dominance.
Mhm.
yeah,
Now
it's
that's
his
what I'm
house.
talking about.
Yeah.
I'm on watch, so I'm definitely following.
Taeyong can't believe that that what's his face that
Daequan.
what's her face Taeyong is I mean that Noae is a firebender and is like nervously following along.
Mhm.
Nice
little shock and revelation.
Yeah.
So he will stomp his way down, and he will take his position. There's like a gravel path that kind of leads to the house. He is walking over it in completely bare feet, and the gravel is kind of pushing itself out of his way. Like, well, you know how when you walk on gravel, it
Yeah.
hurts your feet?
Yeah.
It's specifically becoming unpointy for him.
Yeah. Noae has stabbed the torch into the sand garden.
And so he will square off at you. Put him up. Let's show me what you've got.
She pulls her hood down tight and grins from ear to ear and basically gets into her signature stance, which is fairly low, hands open, like.
So just to be clear, this man is about 18.
Mm.
He's not like a fully grown adult who would.
That's a kid.
Yeah, who would be too mature to fight a kid. I mean, he's an adult.
He's
But
way
not fully grown.
too old to fight what Noae is.
Yes, and that speaks to some level of immaturity.
Yeah, he's
However,
not one
he
of my
will
favorite
still
cousins,
fight
I
you.
guess.
Sorry, what was that?
He's not one of my favorite cousins, I guess.
Yeah, that's visibly obvious.
Yeah.
Who could like this dude? Tiny flames like spark into existence onto like Noae, as if like almost like she's about to catch on fire, but not quite.
Okay. So you square off. In your head, you hear the wah 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 music as people are gathered around, looking at the commotion that is occurring. Right before he is about to attack, your mother comes out and she's like screaming, "Wait! Stop! No!" And Daquan hesitates for the moment. She will yell. She is at the entrance to the house, standing on the porch, looking down at you, Noae. And she's like, "Does my son trust you?
I wouldn't know. I'm not him.
Are you Fire Nation? Are you loyal to the Fire Nation?"
She moves her cloak around, her patchwork cloak around, and like points at patches of stolen like Fire Nation like garb and stuff like that she's patched together. It's like I kind of steal bits of their clothing, but that's about the only thing I wear of theirs.
And you have no family. You have no allegiance to them.
No,
I need you to say it expressly.
I have no allegiance to anyone but me and my own. And she looks at like Yuka and Dae-hyng for that. And
Yuka will nod back.
Tapisa as well.
and Tapisa, if she's there, and if she's not there, it just looks at the suggestion of Tapisa.
It's a piece of outline.
Nods to the air sitting next to Yuka.
Maybe Tapisa's like sleeping in a guest room. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be the case. In fact, it makes more sense that she's there as opposed to like just remaining in the cart. But so
And
she
Go ahead.
sorry, what was that?
No, you can go ahead.
So she takes a deep breath and she summons all of her courage and she puts her hand out to Daquan. And he's like, or she's like, "Let her go. If anything, this is good news. We need someone like her. Daquan will say, but, and she will reaffirm her hand. She will say stop with her motion. And she will be like, we need her. And reluctantly, with very much anger, he stands up straight out of his stance, and he'll point to you, Noae, and he'll say, "You got lucky."
She looks back at him, is like, why? Because your mom came and protected you?
Damn.
Oh.
No, and she heard that. What was her name? Hana.
Yeah.
Heard that, and she's like, Daquan. He'll huff, and he'll start walking away in sullen anger, and he'll push through the crowd that has not parted his way.
Noae yells after him, we can fight another time if you want.
Count on it. And he'll continue to walk away.
Someone needs to beat him up. Noae says directly to Hana.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
I do.
Sometimes it is.
Now, if, and she'll put this as politely as possible, you're finished with the theatrics, she'll motion with her hand. I said as politely as possible. I didn't say it was as polite. I didn't say it was polite.
Noae says, if I remember right, I wasn't the one being overdramatic about lighting a stick on fire. She grabs the stick back and hands it to Hana.
We have food for you, and we will get these. And she looks at the stick, as you put it,
Just a
with disdain. We will get these things ready for you.
Noae starts to explain it. You take some wood, you wrap some cloth,
and she'll like motion you along. I know what it is, and she'll motion you along. Just
you all
get in there before I.
You all act like it's really hard to make a torch.
Not even, and she'll walk away. She will not hear any more of this.
Noae just walks back to the group.
Yep. Okay. So, I know we only have a half hour left, but I need to take a bio break.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that would be all right with everybody.
Fine with me.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. How dare you even suggest such a thing?
I'm sorry. I'll just piss my pants right here.
That's right.
That's a good boy.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'll be right back.
You gonna pause the stream?
We can if we want, or we can just talk about him behind his back for the stream. Man, that guy, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
So orange.
So orange.
It's like, does he eat Cheetos all the time, or what?
It has to be his main diet. Cheetos
Oh man,
and
I was
carrots.
kind of excited to see like fire bending.
Yeah.
Versus ice bending.
I was too a little bit.
Same.
Yeah.
Like a one-on-one
Like,
exchange.
Yeah. Yuka would definitely be interested.
Cause like I don't know if I don't know. I guess I told Orange, but I didn't tell anyone else. But like I guess Taeyong also has like a traumatic memory with fire. Like he accidentally set one of the barn houses on fire with his fire bending. And
yeah, it's like a very Aang experience when he first learned firebending. He burned Katara.
Back real quick.
That's why Taeyong doesn't do firebending.
Yeah.
That's why
I wanted on record, by the way, that I've got wireless headphones, so I heard everything.
That's why he
Everything
has
you heard,
sword.
everything about your orange ears.
I know.
Or-
I
or-
I wanted to unmute and start doing a Trump impression, but
Oh my gosh.
thought better of it.
That's fair.
Good. It's good.
He ruined my color for everyone.
He did.
You
Yeah.
did, yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, so listen. I just did what I thought made sense for the exchange. Like, she would want the peace, and she would, while she's in the middle of swallowing her pride,
Yeah.
yeah.
she
Meanwhile,
would probably stop the fight, considering she definitely also doesn't want people to see her nephew or whatever
get his ass
in a tussle
absolutely
with just
handed
some
to
random.
him.
Yeah.
Some
So
random kid. Yeah.
Mhm.
that should not be construed as me, the DM, not wanting a fight. If you would like to instigate one with this man, it's like that's on the table. But if not,
I don't
then we
know
will
how much of
simply.
a on purpose, like, I would love to instigate one, but now he doesn't care.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Like, now he doesn't care not to fight, now he doesn't care to fight. Basically, it was just like, this is what they wanted, this is what they're saying to do. Fine, I'll give him what he wants.
Well, in that case, you guys have some time. Now I can kind of if she wants, she can make more torches or whatever. She can well, you guys have some time while they manufacture some lighting elements for you.
Yeah, now I
Whatever
goes
you
back
like.
to the forge.
There you go.
I don't know if Pehan's grandfather's
Yes.
there.
He would be back there at this point.
Yeah.
And he
I
would
think
eye you
Taeyong
with
is
suspicion.
I think Peong is like gonna have a panic attack and try to paint, but the the lines are very messy.
Okay. So what I would like to do, well, so first off, what is Yuka doing?
I don't know.
You can hang out with Noae.
Yuka's just milling about. You can hang out with Noae. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good hang out now, eh?
What I would like to do is two things. I would like to roleplay two different scenes, one with Naoe, Yuka, and Pehan's grandfather, and one kind of happening simultaneously with Pehan and his father.
Mhm.
I suppose, who would like to go first?
I would.
Okay.
I
there you
always like going first.
go. There you go. So, as you make your way toward the forge, you hear more ding 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 sounds of iron or of a hammer hitting metal.
Mhm.
They are a lot louder than they used to be. And you can tell why. It's because he's hitting it with more force than he previously was. He's visibly distraught. He is also, in this case, making a more bent weapon than a straight sword.
Mhm.
You can't tell if this is on purpose.
Noae looked at him.
So you walk through the door,
Mhm.
and he acknowledges he'll look at you, and then he'll look back down, and he'll bang louder.
She goes and grabs some logs and puts them in front of Yuka. And
This is wood.
yes, wood use it is made to use torches. Cut it
Mm.
with water bending, and then I will find some cloth to burn. Hey, old man, where's some cloth to burn?
Old man,
How old are you?
I'm 62. That's hardly old. I'm still in my prime.
That's 5 times older than me. Where are the rags?
Uh, we we probably have some spare rags in the kitchen.
Fantastic. I will be
In
right
the
back.
pantry. Does Yuka go with Noae?
I'm carrying the logs with water bending.
Well, at least we're sticking to only one surprise today. He says, motioning toward your, in his view, predictable skill. So, what was your name, young man? I don't know if I caught it before.
Yuka. What's yours?
Yuka. Oh shit! What is it? Okay. Kraven. Kraven is his name.
you're naming him Craven?
Yes.
He's
Okay.
he's a craven fool.
He's a craven fool. He has not
Nice.
yet learned the error of his ways.
Nice to meet you, Craven.
Yes. And he'll take your hand in the typical waterbender style where you'll both grasp each other's forearms.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So, where are you from, Yuka?
Northern Water Tribe.
Ha. You're quite a ways away from home. What brings you down here?
Want the real answer or
Are you asking that in character or out of character?
no? Yeah, I'm asking that in character.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll take whatever answer you give me, quite frankly. I believe that people are entitled to their secrets.
Mm.
And I'll give
My
you like
family didn't want to fight the Fire Nation in the war, so
So, you made the honorable choice, I see. Not backing down from a fight.
Yuka shrugs. Not really sure if it's honorable. I just, kind of way back at home and hearing about all the atrocities that were happening without doing something,
Mm-hmm. My boy, and he'll put his hand on your shoulder. There is nothing more honorable than fighting for what is right. And so he will attempt to move your balance. He'll attempt to move your balance toward action. You can resist if you'd like, or you can just kind of let it happen.
I don't. Action isn't one of my.
Oh, sorry. It's risk.
Oh. Um. Mm, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
just let it
Okay.
happen.
Yep. Just let it.
Just let it happen.
So yeah, he in his words kind of inspires you. He seems at least very, very steadfast in his belief that the Fire Nation are the bad guys and that they're evil and they must be stopped. It's you find that there's a measure of disgust in him that he has to work with them in any kind of friendly capacity at all.
And in that moment, Noae comes back with a fucking like her arms filled to the brim with rags.
Are they all old, or did you kind of like?
No, some of them are
did you-
brand new. Some of them are washed. Some of them are like it's all sorts of them.
No, these are the fine ones. Come on. He'll grab the like newest looking ones without taking all of them. He'll let you have the old ones.
Mhm.
And maybe even some of the newish ones, but he'll grab all of the ones that are like abjectly perfectly fine to use as rags.
She just tilts her head like she doesn't understand. Like
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, probably something.
And
She
he'll
puts
shake his head, and then he'll leave the forge to go put them back.
What's up with that guy?
Mm, I think he just hates Fire Nation.
Mm, mm, I don't know why that matters. There's not Fire Nation in this room.
It's true.
She starts
I
wrapping
don't
cloths around the ends of the cut logs.
know. He was probably hurt by them. I
Mm,
mean, lots of people are hurt by Fire Nation, so
yeah. I get why people don't like the Fire Nation. I just don't understand what that has to do with me.
you're a firebender. And so
She looks up.
people,
Yeah.
people look at that and think Fire Nation.
Yeah, but she gestures without looking in the direction of the man, of the grandpa. Uh, he's a Earth nation, and I've been beaten up by them, and rocks have been thrown at me. Points at you. I have had water dumped on me, and and people have tried to set me on fire. Like points, like vaguely at herself. So like everyone is bad. And if I had to, and if I just said everyone was bad because everyone is part of a group that has done bad things, then I would just be constantly hating everyone. And that's boring. That takes so much time.
Some people like hating the world. They'll shrug.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They should learn to like the world.
And I agree it'd be a much kinder place if that was true.
Yeah, and I think that's generally a better place.
I agree.
And that's 8. How many did we need?
I'm not sure.
No, let's
How
keep
many
making
people
them.
are? Maybe 30?
Yeah, let's go with 30. She goes and gets more logs.
All right. So with that, if do you guys have anything else you would like to do in that moment?
I mean, something else could happen with the grandpa coming back, but we can also switch over. I think that's a good switching point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. So, Peihan, where are you? And what are you doing?
I am. I think I'm in my father's study, um, trying to scribble some sort of landscape that we passed by on our journey, but the lines, uh, they're like very erratic, very messy. Like the ink is splotchy, and and like Taeyang is like really trying to control his hand, like he's holding one wrist with the other, and like his father is like he's doing calligraphy, like writing something, and he's just like really nonchalant, like, oh, so your cousin almost got into another fight, huh?
That's what your father says to Peihan?
Mm.
Uh, I'm sorry, I think I missed the response.
Yes.
Okay. So, I heard your cousin got into a fight out there. Uh, do you care to respond?
I'm trying to think of something, sorry.
You're good. Take your time.
You're trying to think of a lion turtle. That's the thing.
How did I not see it? I don't understand.
Your father will see that you're distraught. He will put his calligraphy brush down um, in the ink in a delicate but quick manner, and he will rush over to you. Um, And be like, my boy, it's okay. You couldn't have known.
I've been traveling with them for days. And
Whew, it's okay. You couldn't have known. He's hugging you at this point. You he's going to like brush your hair in an attempt to calm you down. You never truly know people around you. And you got to know the character of this person, and that is what's important. More important than whatever element they happen to bend. He'll look you dead in the eyes now with both of his hands on both of the sides of your face. He is going to try and shift your balance toward unity. You may resist if you'd like.
Right? Oh.
So, if you would like to, then you do the move resist shifting your balance.
Yeah. Okay. Do I do on a
If
hit?
you, instead of clicking the bubble, if you click the main thing, then you can roll that.
All right.
Oh,
So
okay.
you got a hit. Here's
Well,
the
that was
deal, though.
mine. That's.
Oh, I did get a hit.
You did get a hit, though. 9.
Yeah. Oops.
So let me read that.
Mhm.
On a hit, you maintain your current balance in spite of their words. On a 10
Which
plus, you
is,
choose 2. On a 7 and 9, you choose 1.
Okay.
You clear a condition or mark growth by immediately acting to prove them wrong. You shift your balance toward the opposite principle, or you learn what their principle is if they have one. If you already know, then you take one forward against them.
Mhm. Oh, I have to. Which one do I roll? Oh, I did roll, didn't
Yeah,
I?
you did roll.
did
You got a 6, and basically now you get one of those 3 options: clear a condition, or growth, or mark growth by immediately taking action. I don't know how you could take action.
You would, Payhan would
We're
probably
talking,
argue
I
against
guess.
his father. Would say words.
Mhm. Saying words. Like I can't believe that I even ran after him to ran after her to make sure that she was okay. I wanted to be her friend. I I specifically um wanted her to join our group so that we could travel together and fight the Fire Nation, and to think that this whole time that she was a firebender.
He will look distraught, and he will really just not know what to say. He doesn't have the words. He sees that you're in pain, and you could tell from his face that he doesn't really hold any anger toward this person. He hasn't met her, but you can kind of tell with disdain, especially with the rest of your family, how they feel. And there is no shadow of that within him.
Mm-hmm.
But he, in this moment, doesn't know how to calm you down. What is the what's it called you would like to take? The boon.
What were the options again?
You may clear a
Clear.
condition or mark growth by immediately acting to prove them wrong. You've kind of done that in your words. You could shift your balance toward the opposite principle, or you can learn what their principle is if they have one. If you already know, take one forward against them. I would say,
I want to learn the principle.
okay. Now, what is his principle?
Do we have one?
His
It would be
principle.
unity, right? Because he's
His principle is unity, actually.
yeah.
Wants everyone to get along.
Yeah. You get the sense, because this was his father. The
Yeah,
one.
like I get the fire bending from his side of the family.
Yeah. He is undergoing his own kind of struggle, which the family at large is not really helping him with. Trying to measure out where the two places that he came from. And so you know that this is his struggle, as you know, it is your struggle within you. And so you know now his principle is unity.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, son, I can't really make your mind up for you as to whether or not you would like to continue to associate with this person, but I implore you, please, do not judge a book by its cover. And do not let your learned biases affect the wise person that I know you to be. And so he will kind of circle behind you in much the same way that he was grabbing your face. He will grab your shoulders and he'll like rub them in like a fatherly and comforting way. And he'll motion for you to sit back down so that you may continue your calligraphy. Now, you know, this has always calmed you down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's remember the keystrokes. I'm picturing it like the scales on a guitar, or like
Yeah,
like the basics.
like
Let's go
doing
down through them again, shall we?
yes, and then like this time his brush strokes are a bit neater and more controlled.
Okay. Okay.
Can
So
can I roll again to like um become more balanced?
live up to your principle, call someone out, deny a call out,
Would that
lose your
be live up to your
balance.
principle? Or
When you take an action in accordance with the values of your principle, you mark one fatigue to roll that principle instead. So that's
where
kind
do
of
I
like
where do I find my
basically
principle?
if so basically that is meant to be in place of a different role. So like
Oh,
if
okay.
you're trying to roll with creativity and you've got really low creativity, you can make an argument to me basically I'm actually doing this because it's a risky action, like say in Steven's case. It's a risky action, or I'm trying to unify the two sides of me. And this
Mhm.
like so I'm focusing on that and like say your unity in this case was like a +2. It would be a better roll than a -1, if that makes sense. You can kind of sort of center yourself though in this meditative action. And I think that if you're actively attempting to move yourself toward unity, I will allow you to do it once. But you have to take some time to do that.
Okay. Like Taeyong understands now that like he realizes like after talking with his dad, like yeah, Noe was his friend before he knew this about
Mhm.
her, and like she's still the same person
Mhm.
as she was before he learned that she's a firebender. And what does that like? Does he really uh does he really have a right to like hide his own firebending from her? So they could still be friends, I guess. And then as he's doing more calligraphy and painting, then he's calming himself down and moving back towards unity.
Okay.
Okay.
So that I would say would take about an hour
All right.
in order for that to take place.
And I'm
Especially
back.
after the panic attack that you've just had. Your mental fragility is going to take a little bit to wane.
Mhm.
Um in that hour, do you
I am
guys want
I'm back to
to?
one.
Okay, cool, awesome. Do you guys want to decide what you would like to do in this hour?
Yes, I have a
As
question.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What happens when the grandfather, the patriarch comes back, and Noae and Yuta have made nearly 30 torches?
Oh, He'll look at you in shock.
And his wood is almost out. Like, all his fucking wood that he was stoking
My
wood is...
wood! And he'll like put his hands up on his head, like
The wood for the furnace.
behind his. Does he have a top knot? Would he have a top knot? It's kind of like in a bun. It's not like a knot,
Yeah.
like the Fire Nation would do. It's kind of like a bun.
Yeah.
But he's like, oh,
Torches.
that's it. You guys take your heathenry out of here.
They're torches. I don't know what that heathenry word means, but
Out now.
fine. But I'm taking all the torches. They're mine.
Good. Take them with you.
She's trying. She's trying. If it's 30 torches, she can't lift that many torches. She's like, they're like tumbling out of her arms every time she tries to pick them up.
Judah, and he'll like he'll motion to you can't really tell if he's a member of the family, but he's just some person.
Mm.
And he's like, Judah, help them, get them out of here, and while you afterward, get me more firewood.
As Judah starts helping, Noae's just like, thank you, Judah. At least someone's useful here. She glances at the old man.
Judah is gonna look puzzled. You didn't see him around the fight.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed like he was blissfully unaware of all of the day's proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
And so he'll just be like, oh, yeah, no problem. Okay.
Judah, do you like my torches?
I mean, I don't really know what those are, but
They're fire
Sure.
sticks for making light that doesn't explode in your hand.
okay. He seems unbothered by this, and he will just continue to carry your torches. So where do you want me to put these?
Dae-hyng's room is probably a good place to store them, right?
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
that's actually up the stairs. Hold on. And so, you guys will round a few corners. He'll lead you down a few hallways. You will walk upstairs. There'll be quite it's just like a normal set of stairs, but this is a region of the house that doesn't have any like overhangs or over what's it called? Rafters that you can climb onto. It's the second floor. It's just like a regular floor's height. A regular floor's height. So yeah, he will take you to a room. It's got a sliding door. He'll slide it open, and he'll gently place the torches in a barren corner of the room.
The ones that he carries, because now I also carries
Yes.
a portion.
Yep.
I'll be
He'll
fine,
actually offer, like when his arms are unencumbered, he'll offer to take some from you and put them down as well.
Mm-hmm. She does, except for one, which she hands to him separately, and is like, "Here, a tip for your efforts. That one's your torch."
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he'll bow to you in typical Earth Nation form. He'll
Mimics it exactly.
He'll look at it puzzled and then walk out of the room. You guys now have 29 torches. All right. Is there anything you guys want to do elsewise?
No, I think that's
What
good.
would you like to do after this, I should say?
Jordan probably has to go work soon. So.
Yeah, I'm down to
Yeah.
minutes.
Yep. All right. So I think we could call it there. We should do growth real fast.
Yeah, real fast growth.
Real fast growth. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world? I would say yes. You've learned that there's a haunting creature in this in the mines that the people need help with.
That's growth point. Yay.
Yay.
We got some world building. Woo!
Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem? I would say no.
Mm-mm.
Did
Now
you
it's
guide
just trouble again.
did you guide a companion toward balance or end your session at center?
No.
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 I'm still.
Okay. Jordan, in your DM opinion,
Mhm.
do I let Liv have the one growth thing? Like the first growth question, did you learn something challenging or exciting from the room?
No, absence
No.
from the session usually means you don't get experience. Like, within reason, like, if they're falling behind, obviously, you should probably
Yeah.
keep them up. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Awesome. Crow, did you resolve an issue or conflict relying on something other than your trainings? I don't think so. Steven, did you honestly, openly express strong emotion? I don't think so
No.
this time.
The strongest emotion Yuka had was being handed sticks.
Yep. And Jordan, did you express gratitude to a companion for their presence, support, or teaching?
I don't
would also
think so.
say no. Yes. All right. So it seems like everybody got. What was that?
Kinda, yeah. Like, she didn't do it in words, but she.
Oh yeah, I did bow
allowed it.
back to the servant.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
Bow
should.
back.
Well, I was gonna say, you, um, in the scene in the courtyard, where you nodded to me and to Pan.
Yeah, that's true. That one too.
Yeah.
So like, what was that in response to? Oh wait, yeah. For thanks for. Wait, hold on. Actually, what was happening then? Forget.
I also forget what was happening. I just know that she expressed gratitude for our presence. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was when Hana was
Asked about her
questioning.
loyalties.
Yeah, questioning loyalties.
Yeah.
To express gratitude to a companion for their presence, support, or teaching.
yeah, and now I said I'm loyal to me and mine.
And then deeply, yeah, pointed at the two of them, the 2.5 of them.
It is stretching the definition in my opinion.
I mean, if you want to pick something else, you could always pick the servant.
Yeah, but that's stretching the definition of companion.
True. Then just no. That's fine. I don't like now. I don't expect to get that question too often. Now he's a surly cat that hisses at everything that moves.
I mean, to me and mine is the thing. Like, the spirit of the question is, did you, like, appreciate the presence of the people around you that you call friends? And I think that the spirit has been met with that exchange that you had.
Sure.
So yeah, I would say yes for that. Everybody else, unless you ended at your center, you get 1 growth.
Does resolving my own panic attack count as resolving an issue?
Did you guide a companion toward balance or end your session? It says companion.
No,
My growth question.
Yeah,
Did
growth
you
question.
resolve an issue or conflict relying on something other than your training?
Oh, you know what? I would
'cause, like-
say so. Yeah,
like
because you were panicking.
Yeah.
I talked with Dad, and then I realized like Noae is still a good person, or still a friend.
Noae is still Noae.
Did you resolve an issue or conflict relying on something other than your trainings?
It's an inner conflict. Does it count?
I say it counts.
Trainings, though. Something other than your trainings.
Well, yeah, I didn't roll with focus.
True.
No, but trainings are either, in your case, weapons or fire.
Something other than your trainings. It was.
You know what? I'm willing to give it to you because it's your heritage.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, well,
If there is nothing else, I
nope.
could still see room for my own improvement. I'm going to watch back the VOD to see, to at least at some point this week, to see where I can improve in more stark conditions. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or critiques, as usual, you may mark them with me whenever.
Yep.
Until then,
God.
get to work, Jordan.
Yep. Later. Bye, stream.
Bye, Jordan.
Bye.
Bye, Crow.
Bye.
Bye, Steven. Bye, Orange.